Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, 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 hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi. 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 Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Let me say, whoops. Didn't mean to scroll myself. Hi. Let's say hello to everybody. Hi. Hello. Hello, Lone Soul. Hello. Hello. Hello, Soup 6464. Hello, Fourth Ace. Hello. Mwah. Hello, Gallon J VT. 2016 isn't retro. Yes, it is. 10 years old. That's 10 years, baby. That's gonna be like. That's almost like decrepit. There's like little human beings running around who can walk and talk, who were born the year Doom 26 came out. We're all fucking ancient, brother. Everyone except me. I'm the only one who's gonna stay young forever. Smile. Hi, Shrimp. Hi, Shrimp. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, Manny. Mwah. Here's your kiss, Manny. Mwah. Have a good lurk, Manny. Hi, Lone Soul. Touching yourself, holding your hand up to your hand on your cheek. Just to, you disobey me. You disobey me on my stream. You're gonna be punished for that. Naughty chatters get put in the punishment box for things like that. You know that, right? You know that, right? You want to go in the punishment box? That's fine by me. Almost said you would understand if he was leading me on because he's saving himself for marriage. Yeah, that's fine and all. It's just almost gonna fucking be a spinster by the time he hits 35. That motherfucker's not getting married. I'm used goods as far as I'm concerned. Tuh. Tuh. I spit. I'm kidding. Almost lovely. I love him so much. Mwah. Hi, Alex Fachia. Hi, hi, hello. Why are you sad? Why are you sad, gamer facing at me? What is this? What is this? Owen would fold the second a goth girl was in his general vicinity. He folds when I'm in his general vicinity. I'm not. I'm decidedly not a goth girl. I'm blue. You know, blue is not the color of goth. It's black. Smile. Hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi. You think I just had a spaz attack? No, this is just normal. This is normal. This is just normal me, man. This is every day, baby. This is just how things are. Putting hormones in my soup so I age more. That's kind of sinful. I hope you don't do that because I would be very sad and you would hate for me to be sad, right? If I cried and like wailed and screamed and like was miserable, I think I think you'd feel so miserable that you would go to church and you would repent and the priest would say, "Man, that sin is like way worse. You accelerated somebody's twink death. That's like you'd be better off you just killed them, honestly." I feel like if you did that, a priest wouldn't forgive you. You'd have to like scourge yourself with a flail for the next 20 years, and even then, you'd die of like sepsis and blood loss. You'd go to heaven, and again at the pearly gates, God is like, "Yeah, man, that was fucked up," and He pulls the giant lever that says hell on it, and you fall screaming down through the clouds, down to the earth, through the earth, into the fiery pit, and you land in the boiling lake of feces. And Satan's just like, "Man, you're kind of an asshole, aren't you, dog?" And then that's your fate. That's your fate. That's what happens to you, brother. Making me a high T alpha an alpha minor spelling mistake. Everybody point and laugh at this chatter. Point and laugh at this chatter. Everybody laugh. A fourth ace underscore minor spelling mistake. Fucking beat this man within an inch of his life. Kill this motherfucker. Kill him now. Go, my minions. Go, my beasts. Yeah, well, I'm never gonna get old, okay? I'm never getting any older than the moment I am right now. No, I mean the moment I am right now. No, I mean the moment I am right now. No, I mean oh wait, hold on, wait. I gotta figure this out. Malfa, don't eat you. I think Lones will put hormones in the soup. I will not be eating you. Don't worry. Don't worry. You are safe. There's also 6,464 of you. I think you'll be safe. Also, I used the wonderful art you made for me today as my going live tweet, and I think we're going to use it as our puzzle for tonight. Soup made me some very nice, cute fan art where I've got a gigantic fucking schnoz, and we're gonna use it for our jiggy tonight after the game. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. You're illiterate and you type through vibes. That makes sense, actually. That doesn't surprise me one bit. You know, you seem very vibeful. You seem very you've got that soul spelled with a V. SOVL. You're soulful, you know. God and me have an agreement. He doesn't judge me. I don't set Mother Mary's grave on fire, brother. I think you know what? That's between you and the Lord. But I will say that He does not approve of twink death. Why do you think He killed Jesus at like fucking however old Jesus was? Listen, man. You know, if Jesus didn't have to grow a beard to fit in with the people of the time, He would have not have gone through twink death, right? They brought Him back to life, and they brought Him back to life before He would have gone through that. Okay, all right, that's how it works. You know, English peasants made up English. You take it seriously, you're cringe. Listen, all I take seriously is the ability to make fun of people, which I will do frequently. A dude with a mouth that looks like a rusty saw trap came up with you. Oi, bruv. You are got a license for squeezing your willy there, bruv. God, you got. I'm sure everyone's heard of that shit. 33, Jesus, I died at 33. So 1 year for me. I'm not that old, Shrimp. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not that old. That's that's crazy allegations. By the way, you're as old as Christ. Is crazy allegations to throw at me. They banned gooning here. Yeah, they banned gooning in Soup's neck of the wood. Poor like Soup and Ina, they can't goon anymore. You know, fucking cranking your hog, illegal. You go directly to hell if you're fucking cranking off in Britain. It's bad news over there, dog. It's grim. I estimate a week and a half till Mad Max style events happen. You know, I'll goon if I want to. I can leave the whole world behind. I mean, yeah, dude. We're gonna like people are gonna be like. The British military police are gonna start busting down homes, and they're gonna find dudes like in like these gigantic elaborate goon rigs that are suspended like 8 feet off the floor, and it's like it looks like a fucking like a God, what's his name, a Zivizlek, like that crazy Polish painter, you know. It's gonna look like that shit. It's gonna be really 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 bad. They're gonna find dudes like who've been fossilized for the past 15 years, perfectly preserved, coated in a solid like inch and a half of flash frozen semen. It's gonna be bad. They're gonna invent new words for the shit they're gonna find these guys locked up in. Actually, VPNs exist. VPNs do exist, and if I, listen, I'm American, so I'm allowed to say that if you want to fucking crank hog, if you want to jerk your shit crazy style, if you want to fucking abuse yourself, go get a VPN, and go hog wild on your hog, as they say. They're gonna start asking if you got a license for that in regards to a crust. To be fair, those things get so sharp you may as well be able to cut somebody with them. Like, hey, that gets rough. That shit gets rough. Not easy, man. God, man, that's kind of like, honestly, I feel like that's where it's all gonna come apart. People can take a lot. People can take a lot of abuse. You know, you can take away people's like, you can take away their job. You can take away like their home. You can make it so that they have to like rent everything. You can like push them out of everything. Do anything you want to them. But you start taking away the circus and the bread. Oh no. Oh, first mistake. You make it so people can't crank hog. Man, fucking empires have fallen for less. But that's definitely something that'll knock them down, you know. One dude jacks off and the whole of England will collapse. They're gonna crack that island in half and sink it into the ocean, I swear. Show me your fucking ID that you're an adult so you can crank that shit. Oi, are you over the age of 18, bruv? You got let me inspect let me inspect the old fish and tackle down there, bruv. Gotta make sure that it's 18 years old. God, my British accent is so fucking bad. Yeah, no, I don't see this lasting, to be honest with you. Just don't. Sorry. I don't see this lasting, you know. It's like Victorian England all over again. I mean, Victorian England, they had like brothels. They didn't have dudes going door to door being like, hey man, you know, show us your meat. Still crank hog, go to adult store, use your imagination. Yeah, but that's not what the people want these days. You know, we're not barbarians anymore. We're not like knuckle dragging cavemen who gotta go like to the airport and pick up the $3.99 porno magazine or fucking whatever it is they had back in the day. I don't know, man. We're not animals anymore. If I listen, it's just gonna get bad. It's gonna get ugly, and I don't foresee this lasting very long. You know, heads are gonna roll. You know, heads will in fact roll. You know, bust at the suggestion of an ankle. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be grim. Cave of this cause you're severely interested in fire. I mean, it's that. Oh, that's because you're. Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, fire's peep. I don't know. I just think that it's like. Also, this is like an Australian group. Why are us like? Apparently, that's who's like running this show. Like, who's pressing against like payment processors, some Australian like Puritan group or whatever. Like, how is like a bunch of like middle-aged Australian moms or whatever fighting for like what are they called, like obscenity laws, how are they? How do they have a stranglehold on the British government? What's happening here? What do we do? What are we doing, brother? Like, what? I don't know what the fuck is going on, dog. You know, you're peen as fuck. Yeah, you're peen. You're peen. Yeah. So many gooners are there for the position, which I think 100,000 signatures to get it reversed. Well, I think a big part of it is like you don't even have to be like a weird freak pervert. You know, like part of it is just like, you know, people see what you're doing. People see how like first they came for the gooners, and I did not speak up for I was not a gooner. You know, and then they came for the you know the I don't know the fucking the dudes who listen to really obnoxious dubstep, and I did not speak up for I was not a guy who listened to really obnoxious dubstep. And then they came for me, and when they came for me, there was no one left to speak for me. Wow. Yeah, exactly, right? That's that. People, I think people are not people like. You know, of course, like when you boil it down, it's kind of just like everybody's joining the fight on against weird esoteric porn on the side of weird esoteric porn. But it's like, yeah, you know, you let people. It's the classic case of you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, right? Australia is part of the Commonwealth, really? Wait, what? That doesn't. Australia and Britain have separate governments. Yeah. These are separate nations. I don't know. I'm confused as to how that is relevant. Let a brother jerk. Let a man fucking skronk hog. Okay. Let a man twist pork. Okay. Let a man engage the furnace. You know. Let a man pump the bellows. Right. Let a man forge a blade. Okay. Let a man take a great steel ingot and pour it into and melt it into liquid metal and pour it into a mold and allow it to cool and then hammer it into the shape of a great and powerful blade with which he will slay the beasts of our time with. Smile. First they came for Gooners and I was killed in a tannerite explosion. They're gonna leave. I'm not touching that one. Let me engage in warrior technologies. Yeah, for context, Fourth Ace was posting videos in Agumi's Discord about some guy who was talking about how ancient warriors of the past would blast their prostates and before battle or whatever, and he was like most people would call this gay, you know, but all the ancient warriors did it, so we should call it warrior technologies. And it was just like, dog, come on, it's okay. It's current year. You're allowed to want to fucking blow your hole out with a big black dildo, which is what he was using. Saying this, but you literally specify we weren't allowed to jork it. Okay, you know, that's different. That's different because I'm playing Doom, and Doom guy's a Catholic, and we've got bigger things to do than crank our hogs, brother. All right, we got demons to kill. We got fucking beasts to slay. All right, you can jerk off later. All right, after. Okay, we got shit to do. Anyway, they've been beefing because porn sites have been dragging their feet on cracking down on trafficking. There's an increase in teen boys being sexually violent. Following specific porn trends, since nobody seems to do anything, they're forcing the hand of the government. I mean, I think there's better solutions to that kind of thing versus, like, actually, you're just, like, that. Hi, Flea Flicker. There's better solutions to that, such as, I don't know, going after the people who run these websites, such as, you know, I don't know their names, but they've got names, they've got addresses, they can fucking hand out arrest warrants. I don't know, they can go after the studios, they can go after I don't know, man. I feel like there's better things to do than prevent, like, you know, fucking Joe Schmo fucking from cranking hog to Rule 34, you know, like Princess Jasmine, right? Come on, man. There's better ways to handle that. My prostate is stronger than you. That's just because you exercise it a lot. It's kind of like any other muscle, right? The more you use it, the more strong it becomes. So of course you must have the strongest prostate this side of the fucking hemisphere, brother. Yeah, dude, it's called Ancient Rome. They did more bussy blasting than anyone else in history. That, you know what? That, good for them, right? You know, everyone's got to be the best at something. The Romans were the best at fucking each other in the ass. That's fine. No problem, right? Thanks for the long hair, Manny. Aren't I so beautiful? Aren't I so gorgeous? Look at me. Look at me. I'm so gorgeous. Look at me. Smile. Smiles at you. Smiles at you. Never forget prostate day at the gym. I think listen, man. As far as I'm concerned, every day at the gym is prostate day. I go to the worldwide gym of Gachimuchi. Okay, you know, fucking leather clubs 3 blocks down. I don't think so, man. Leather clubs right here, brother. Do you think One Punch Man could crack the planet with a single clap? Or I mean, you know, I wouldn't put it past him, but he's a gentle soul, right? I think he wouldn't go that far. I always get my squat plug at the gym. Hands up, who's got their poop plug in right now? Hands up, who's hashtag plugging it right now? Not me, because that's weird, and I would never do something like that. But you know, there are people out there. Have you guys ever? Okay, for context, I'm not just making that up. There was like a whole like fucking like a Quora thread where some dude was just like, when I was a teen, my mom made me wear a what she called a poop plug so that the devil wouldn't get into my ass while I was sleeping, and, and of course it was a whole thing, and people were just like, yeah, man, that's weird. Your mom should be in like eternal hell prison, and he was just like, I don't know. I just the devil just never got into my ass, so I think it's fine, right? And people were like, it's not fine, man. It's not fine. Rule 34 Princess Jasmine was already illegal in the UK and Australia prior to this. Man, can you imagine? You know, we here in the beautiful empire, in the glorious imperial heartlands, we do have it rough in our own way, but at least we can crank a hog. Hi, Sigurd. Hi, Sigurd. Hi. Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. This is a leather club where we do gay BSM shit here. I think you meant to go to the gym. Listen, you're going to get an exercise either way, all right? If God existed, he would smite you like he did to the Tower of Babel. Listen, that's true. That's so true. Real. True and real, possibly. Yeah. Gives cheats at chess? What do you mean? Listen, it's not my fault that the enemy player doesn't notice that I keep eating his pieces, okay? If he looks over and all of a sudden he's only got 3 pawns and I've got a mouthful and a big pawn-shaped bulge in my throat, and he's just like, hey, man, where'd all my pawns go? And I'm like, well, I don't know. What do you mean? Smile. Hi, National Panda. You mean it worked? The devil... That's what I'm saying. Well, that's not what I'm saying. That's what that guy was saying. He was like, it worked. The devil never got into my asshole. So, I mean, what's the problem? And people were just like, nah, man, you got to let the devil in your butthole, man. That's how you get on in this world. That's how you move forward. See, Poop Plug Guy is the greatest warrior of Christ, and he's going to... Mark my word, we're going to see him. We're going to see him when Britain needs him most, which is now. All right? America's for Goonie and guns, UK's for yellow teeth in London. I mean, listen, America is... we've got our own problems, you know, but again, at least we can crank hog, right? He doesn't know the prime chess cheating strategy chat. What is it? Is not eating the pieces is the best strat, right? Kellogg, the cereal guy, was pro medical cock cages. There's a long history of really weird dudes who just aren't ready to admit that they just, you know, want to kind of dig in their butt, right? There's a long history of dudes who were just like were not able to admit to themselves that they just, you know, they wanted to engage in warrior technologies, right? Smile. Land of the free my ass. Exactly. Land of the free your ass. You are totally free, man, with your ass. Smile. When the second coming, that man alone. Exactly. He's the only one going to heaven, dog. All right, should we play a chat game? Should we play a game? Do you guys want to play a game? Should we do Scrandle, or do you guys want to do Redactyl first? What do you want to do? I need a make-out warrior session with the bros. See, that's the thing, is like dudes are now all having their make-out warrior sessions, but then they're not killing anybody after the fact. That's the point, right? You know, they would do these like sloppy like dude on dude sessions, but then they'd go murder people, right? They'd go kill people in a giant battle, and like half of them wouldn't make it home, right? And nowadays it's just all that raw warrior power, it gets built up, and there's no way to get it out, right? You know, like that's I mean, like that's what they do in Atlanta, right? They do all that shit and then they go beat the fuck out of each other down in the clubs, right? But if you're not within like, if you're not within distance to the Atlanta nightclubs, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're in a bad way. Post location, we can correct that. You know what, man? I'm good. I think there's things. I got stuff to do, man. I'm sorry. It's all pent up. Exactly. There's nowhere for it to go. True gay people need to kill more people. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, listen, right? I've had we had gay pride. Now it's time to have gay wrath, right? That's where we're going, you know. Why would we kill anyone who could just add growing bro to the growing bro? No, that's well, what Ace is saying is that ancient warriors used to like blast each other's assholes before, like, as like a preparation to go to war and kill each other, right? You know, and now people just blast ass, but they don't go to war, right? We gotta. Then there's that's the ills of society, right? That's the ills. We're not killing each other, you know. Non-actionable threats, by the way. What I'm hearing is we need another war, possibly with a draft. Exactly. And you know who hasn't had the joy of the draft yet? Women. I think women also do plenty of gay shit, and I think they also need to exercise their killing urges. We got to get those girls out on the field. We got equality. I need women dying in the ditch to fucking drone bombs by tomorrow, brother. Listen. The gays are ruining everything. Meanwhile, ancient warriors are like, rub your dicks together for combined strength. Exactly. Watch out, what's gay lust month? Oh boy. Alright, I'm staying inside for that one. Malfi's a coward, you need correction. Yeah, you know, I'm also busy entertaining Lone Soul 6, Mister. Soon to be Lone Soul 7 when Ace gets you boy pregnant again or something. Make it sound like every ancient warrior was gay. I think it was a lot more limited than what you're making it sound it was. All I'm saying is we've got historical records on it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll say, okay? We've just got... Why am I like... I'm kind of laggy. My model's kind of lagging out. I'm good. That's all I'm saying is that we've got the records about it, right? It was historical, right? How historical, who knows? But it was there. Women do gay shit and act like it's not gay. Listen, I've seen Vivienne Tulane, and she is bad. Men used to be men, exactly. Women are some of the biggest homos I know. Hi, ice lasers. Mwah. True. And I'm the proud father of the phrase. Sometimes the gayest thing you can do is sex with sometimes the straightest thing you can do is have gay sex with another man. I'm a proud father of that phrase, and yet women are even gayer. Congratulations on your inevitable execution, Ace. Have we seen the Turkish military? Yes, I did see that. Turkish military requirements are, you can't join the Turkish military if you're a bottom. You have to be a top. That's literally like in the Turkish military guidelines is like you're allowed to serve if you're an active gay, which is parentheses top. It's crazy. Would have been banned from the military. It's all on you guys now. Not under my rule. Not when I'm emperor. Okay, you're all getting into the fucking meat grinder. You're all gonna get into the human jelly machine. I gotta blow my nose. Okay, sorry. What do you think the context of the first "It's not gay if" moment? Probably, it's not. Hi, Happy Jalapeno. It's not gay if you're both guys doing a dual luging run at the Olympics. I will have a sippy. Thank you, Jalapeno. I got my energy drink. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Have you guys seen the dual luge events at the Olympics? Talk about intricate rituals. Two guys stacked on top of each other on a thin wooden board in skin-tight spandex suits going 35 miles an hour down an ice chute. Let me tell you, man. Freud is spinning in his grave so fast we can power Florida with him. You know, that's a lot to bank on given the Freudian slip. Hey, listen, you know, I'm here to entertain, all right? That's all I'll say. Once heard a random YouTube short of regular because the way we get gay rights is by doing gay wrongs. As far as I'm concerned, listen, enough about women's rights. We need to talk about women's wrongs, which are nothing. All women are queens. Smile. Meat grinder sounds good until you find out what a meat grinder is. Yeah, I mean, I mean it in a way where it's like a big spiky metal object that's gonna turn you into like meat paste. I'm basically gonna turn you into chatter chorizo. Chorizo. Smile. Dual ludes, you say? Exactly. Dual dudes, dual ludes. Get on the sled. Get on the sled, Sigurd. We're going downhill. It's gay until you say no homo. That is true, actually. I, for one, do not have meat personally. You're made of meat, girl. You're like, I hate to break it to you, but you're made of that shit, man. Like you are. I'm made of jelly. You guys are made of meat. You know, I can't be turned. I can't be ground into meat because I'm can be ground into jelly. But you guys are a different story. A Homestuck typing quirk IRL with the smile thing. I've done this for months, and I'm only starting to. I'm lately. I've been starting to say frown too. I think I talked about this yesterday with Omo, where I like somebody like something happened at work, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, man, you know that you're gonna have to do this extra work," and I was like, "Oh, all right, I really okay, I guess frown." And they were like, "Did you just say frown?" And I was just like, "No." And they were like, "I'm pretty sure you just. Why didn't you just frown instead of say frown?" And I was like, I'd stop. I didn't say that." And they were like, "Yeah." And I had to fucking evacuate. I'd be like, "Hey man, let me go do this extra stuff. Yeah, this extra work you want me to do." It was so bad. Hi, Agumi. This old man playing old ass outdated games. Yeah, this is the geriatric stream. This is a retirement home stream. Welcome in, Agumi. You're here because you must be like 85 years old. You know, Agumi plays older games than I do. Oh man, my eyes are. I'm tearing because of my allergies, and now it's making my tracking look funky. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Hello? Hi? There we go. Yeah, no, I said frown, and I was like, wow, I'm not happy about that frown, and it was really not a great situation to be in. Turn you into a blue raspberry slushy, dumbass, get in the machine. Ooh, why not? Get on the sled, you say? This man, listen, this man is disrespecting the time-honored sport of dual luging, okay? Kill this man. Allergy to games released before 2019. I'm sorry. I just don't want to play all these ancient old man games, you know. This is the oldest I'll go. This is the oldest I'll get, right? Kids at the park call you Unk. Oh, hold on. Why are you having conversations with kids at the park, Ace? Is there something you want to say? What are you doing hanging out with the kids at the park? Vivian is pretty bold. Hi, Evolutions. Hi, millennial nursing homes are going to be wild. Listen, man, I don't know. At the rate millennials are going, they're not. There's not going to be any left. Those motherfuckers are on the way out. I'll tell you, it's bad. It's bad. Saw an interesting image of Agumi on Twitter lately. Yeah, she's getting fucked crazy style. Yeah. A commission by an individual in her community of Agumi getting fucked quote unquote crazy style has definitely made the rounds. I've seen that shit. It wasn't like, man, listen, man. It looked like she had a ping pong for a brain. It was crazy. Hi, A-Pop. Hi. Millennials not making it to nursing homes. They don't ever try it. Yeah, millennials are like, they're, again, when I say meat grinder, I mean the employment of millennials. Those dudes are working till the day they drop. That's gonna be bad. Hi, Kinski. Hi, Kinski. It's been a while. Hi, Kinski. Hi. Nice to see you. Hi, hello. Handing out free candy. I mean, what kind of candy? Maybe I'm interested in this free candy. Why didn't you ever ask me if I want free candy? Huh? You never ask me. I want free candy too. Hopped in to hear Agumi getting fucked crazy style. That's what it was. I mean, not much sugarcoat. That's pretty much what's happening in the image. Yeah, that's what it like. How you want me to dance around it? I'm sorry. We were just talking about how you couldn't fucking scrank hog in the United Kingdom earlier, and we're over here now talking about the image of Agumi to which you can probably scrank hog to, right? You know, that's the world we live in. Getting a view in almost fucking crazy style so you'll know what it feels like too. You know, there's images of me already in sexually compromising situations out there already. I know what it's like, man. It's a unique feeling. I will tell you the truth, guys. For anybody who has not, where's this Agumi image? Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to ask Agumi. I don't know where she's got it squirreled away, but I've seen it or Vizcached away. Yeah. Free candy in your DMs. Oh man, guys, I'll be back later. Fuck, I can't get off the screen. I can't get all the way off the screen. Close enough. Hi. Get back over here. Hi. Is the other party a blank slate or a known party? I think it's a blank slate. Hashtag Malf job. There's what? Yeah. I'll tell this story. One time I was rage baiting Vita, as I like to do. Vita. So if you guys don't know, Vita is a friend of mine. Easy to make mad. Which is a trait that I like in people. I like people who I can piss off. Which is a lot of people actually. So I was like pissing off Vita just for fun and pleasure. You know, just making him mad. And he's an artist, and he was like, if you don't stop, I'm gonna draw you sucking a dick. And I was like, haha, yeah, okay. Lo and behold, that's where it went. And I don't rage bait Vita as much as I used to anymore. Did I comment? No, I just made somebody really mad about it. You have been drawn in similarly compromising positions. You Apop, my God. Honestly, it is a weird feeling. It is a weird feeling, but like, I don't know. You kind of get used to it, right? Lo and behold, the artist, when an artist says, I can draw you getting your back blown out, not joking. I've said, sometimes they're serious. Hi, AI1340. Hi. I figured that make you taunt them more, penis boy. Nobody calls me that. You know, I haven't stopped. I also just haven't. You know, sometimes you got to give people a break, right? If you're just needling them all the time, it starts being mean. I'll get back to it eventually, but I'm giving Vita. I mean, Vita earned a bit of a break. You know. His face worms remain even when my body ceases. Yeah, you can see my little wiggle worms even when I'm not around. Smile. I did not comment. No, I did not. There's so many ways to get me mad, dude. Almost all of them are Gundam related. I think my only issue with Gundam is that it's just... There's so much potential in Gundam, and they just never made a good one, right? That's the issue, is that, like, there's so much potential. Giant cool robots fighting each other. It's crazy to me that this thing has been going on for, what, 40, 50 years? And they've never made a good Gundam series. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, like, how many tries do you have to take before you just hand it over to someone else and be like, all right, maybe we're just not cut out for it, right? Just take the concept and fucking make something with it, right? Windows Vita and PS Vita, exactly. Vita. On the subject of the back eye, the back eye was not drawn because I was in the submissive position. Need to get good at drawing so you draw my friends getting dicked by Homer Simpson. I saw an image of Homer Simpson with a womb tattoo. That was kind of upsetting. I've been edited into a jar before, but that's about it. I think we should keep you in the jar. I think maybe you belong in the jar. I want to put you in the jar and shake you around. And you bounce around going ding, 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 as you bounce around on the glass. And I'm going to put a stick and like a little twig, a little stick with a big green leaf in it. So you can sit on top of the stick and go hashtag my stick. Hashtag my leaf. Wow. The problem with Gundam is that it sucks ass he's doing it. Yeah, I might be. See, it's obvious when I just say, hey guys, I really like rage baiting, and then I do it 10 seconds later, it won't work because I just said I'm doing it, you know? Does it just stare at the delivery man impassively as he delivers the package, or does the back eye also contort and squint in pleasure/pain? I mean, it's an eye just like any other kind of eye. It blinks, you know? Sometimes maybe it'll roll around, you know? I mean, it's you know, it may gaze at you balefully, you know? Right, that's all I'll say. You know, you may try not to. The back eye tries to make eye contact with you. You know, it's up to you whether you want to make eye contact with it. You know, can you keep your composure? I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to ask yourself. Thank you for the sippy. Hi, egg priority. Hi. Thank you for the bippy sippy. What would I get as a tramp stamp? Probably a big raven with outstretched wings, but it's like beak is facing down and the beak opens over my butt crack. It's kind of like it looks like the bird is gonna like steal a take like a you know grab my lower eye and take off with it. You know that's what it is. Right? What do you mean, wretched? I was asked and I answered. Don't ask questions you aren't ready to hear the answer to, okay? You're watching from the jar. Homer Simpson with a womb tattoo is crazy. Yeah, it was contextless too. It was just Homer and oh my god, it was just Homer and he was just like the womb tattoo appeared and he was like, uh-oh. Kissing the bad guy, tears away. A-pop is a gentle lover. A-pop is a gentle lover. Gonna be honest, this rage bait isn't that bad. There's like 50,000 Gundam shows and 90% of them are shit. I mean, that's the other thing, right? Is that like when like the rage bait is like, you know, I don't know enough about the source material sometimes to really make a good rage bait. Like the most basic of rage bait you can do is just being like, wow, you know, like I really like blank. I just wish it was good, right? You know, it's like that's the easiest one, and it works a lot of the time. But like sometimes when the people who actually are fans of it are like, yeah, man, I wish it was good too. You kind of are drowning a little bit. You kind of flail a little bit. Get a butterfly across my ass so when you shake it, the butterfly flaps. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, brother. It's not thematic. I'm not butterfly coded. You know, I was gonna do an eye tattoo, but I'm already a little too. That would be a little too much, right? You know. Talking about sus things, a few days ago I was playing a certain type of game because I saw it was based on Minecraft. You were playing the Minecraft porn parody. That's crazy. Played it for the funnies, the lols. Yeah, you know, the chuckles. Chose the wrong route at 3 a.m. Got traumatized by the night of the other characters being slowly crushed and hung and killed in those fights. Yeah, that is kind of rough. By Minecraft Pistons. Wow. That is a little rough. You know, Minecraft Five Nights at Freddy's porn parody does go kind of hard. Hi, Accentier VT, also known as Almost Top Guy. Get Bugs Bunny jumping into my cloaca. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why that conceptually that upset me so much. I broke into tears. I don't know what that was about. Sauce, please. Oh God. Get a Tilly tattoo on my ass so when it twerks it looks like she's clapping. Hold on. Where is she? Where is she? No. There. What do you think? What do you think, Tillies? What do you think, Jelly Belly baby? Huh? What do you think? She doesn't seem to be thinking much. She doesn't seem to think much at all. So I don't, you know what? I think until she can answer that. God, put my fucking limbs away. Put my limbs away. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. God Christ. You'd think I'd know what to do with my arms. You know, it's kind of like when you're in a picture, you don't know what to do with your hands, right? How much you love the sparkle on my model. It's very nice, isn't it? Yeah, wow. I did a very nice job. My mama did a very nice job. You know, never let them make you think. Exactly. Tilly, never let them see you bleed and or think. Okay, nothing going on behind those eyes. Let's see. All right, this is now the Tilly stream, okay? You guys, now all questions directed to Tilly. Please, look at how jelly she is. She's so good. I love this thing. I love this little blue thing. Yeah. All right, let's play. Let's. There's my armpit. Smile. Let's play a game. Let's play. Do we want to do Scrandle? Do you guys want to do a Scrandle? Let's do a Scrandle. Oh, my music's out. Let's do this one. Let's do a Scrandle, shall we? Let's do a Scrandle. Saw a creeper get hung and exploded into meat chunks? That's crazy. Okay. Where are you? Scrandle. Okay. Let me get myself out of the way here. Whoop. Here I am. Alright, what do we got? What do we got here? We got hot dog and hot dog. Okay. This one's a little more expensive, but it looks like it's got more to it. Tilly, do you think if Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin fucked, they'd be able to do race play, or would Homer be considered white from Peter's perspective? I don't think Tilly knows enough about the racial ambiguity of Homer Simpson to be able to answer that question. Hot Dog 2 looks like a parasite. Hot Dog 2 looks like it's not beef. Hot Dog 2 looks like it's chicken. Also, Kinski, that's an insane sentence, and I will say, no, because I think if it depends on which universe they were in. If it was Peter Griffin in the Simpsons universe, then Peter Griffin would turn yellow like Homer, right? If Homer was in Peter Griffin universe, then he would turn, you know, whatever color Peter Griffin is, right? You know. They plucked Hot Dog 2 out of the trough. Don't pull things out of the trough, okay? It's bad enough, all right? Listen, having to use the piss trough is enough of an issue. You know? Like your food's so vile, it's a quiz or something. I swear your food is better here. This is all stadium food, is the thing. I'm sure you guys have very good food in like fine dining restaurants. They've shared a screen before, in fairness. That's why it becomes a meaningful question. I mean, you can just have like different shades of like white people, right? I don't know. Maybe. Hot dog 2 is made out of the meat of men that perish from chemical attack. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. That was really fucking funny. Thank you for the follow, Stinky Tofu 888. Very good. Very nice name. Also written in what appears to be Chinese? I don't know. Well, welcome in. I hope you enjoy our food-based commentary today. There's a crossover. They stayed the same. Exclamation point Chinese. Do I have? Nope, that's Mouth Jack. I don't have wide Chinese baby on this screen, so hello, hi. Hello, hi, welcome in. Thank you for the sippy. Hi, Azrael, hi. Mwah, hi. Alright. I think I'm gonna go with hot dog 1. It's $1 more, but it's not like the gray, lifeless color of like an empty, you know, like it doesn't look like they like ground it out of like a corpse, you know. Bratwurst. This is in Spain and this is in England. I don't know. This one just looks better, you know. That first kanji is a symbol for stink. That's pretty good. All right, +2, brother. I saw like the credits of like an old school like movie that had like it was like subtitled, and the credits were like, and to a whole cast of Japanese stuntmen whose names we could not read. And I was like, that's, you know, that's not the worst way to credit folks, I guess. All right, let's go with this one. Yeah, this one just, I don't know, like dog versus dog competition. That one was pretty I don't know. You just didn't stand much of a chance. First time Malphon ever chose the shorter. Shut the fuck up. Listen, sometimes it's about the man who has practiced one thrust 1,000 times is stronger than the man who has practiced 1,000 thrusts one time. Okay, all right. Sometimes that's what it's about. It's not just about the size of the sword. It's about your experience with the thrust. Okay. Left one. I mean. This looks like something you'd bring from home, right? This looks like something you'd bring from home. This doesn't look, I mean, like, again, I say this all the time. It doesn't look bad. I will say it doesn't look bad. If I was, like, on a hike, and I was outside up in the mountains, and this is what I brought for lunch, I mean, whatever, right? Fine. It's not bad. But at a stadium, $2 more, only $2 less than this whole chicken parmesan, fried breaded chicken with bechamel and cheese. Well, I don't know what bechamel is, but it's more than this, right? Football food seems good, but fish finger sandwiches. I believe you. I believe you. Like this is like, I'm sure this is good. It's just it's just like, I wouldn't, compared to this, I wouldn't want to buy this at a football game, at like a sports game, right? You know, bechamel. Okay, all right, bechamel. The sandwich image sucks. Also, the content of the sandwich. I think. Yeah, but I agree with you. I think if I knew more about what was on it, I mean, it's a fish finger sandwich. You know, what else do you need, right? Again, like this is just not what I would want at a stadium. You know, there's a wiener sweet spot in Malphon doesn't want. I don't have a cervix. I'm a boy. Smile. Bechamel's like a cream/milk sauce thickened with a roux. Ooh, that does sound good. Ooh, that does sound good, actually. You know, toast the fucking bread. Oi, England, toast the fucking bread. God. Bechamel, it's a creamy sauce. They use it in lasagna if they don't know how to use ricotta. Oh, okay. All right, well, now, consider me educated. All right, everybody's told me what bechamel is. All right, now I know. Cervix boy is not what they call me. Agumi, you're a little wretched little sinner. I hope you get F-preg. Okay, Agumi? Becking my Mel. Hello, Taimisi. Hello, hi. Ooh, make sure you radiate. Ooh, let me radiate. Get your daily dose of radiation. Radiate time. I was outside for 5 minutes. That would be lethal for me. That would be lethal. You died? Oh, we had a dead man. Great. We had a corpse in the chat. Hi, Sukadri. Hi. Have I had the sad chips and cheese slice yet? No, we haven't. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Cervix slam, not a command. You know, I think there's tubers that specialize in that kind of thing. I'm not one of them. Sausage, chicken, and bacon skewers versus lemon and garlic chicken flatbread. No price data. Oh, that's cheating. Naughty, 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 naughty. That's cheating. And this looks like a professional photo, kind of. Like, I could see this being like on an advertisement on a website. You know, this is shout out. Oh yeah, can we shout out Omoside for his boy cervix crushing centered content, please? Dilate, not a command. Well, actually, you know, I do work at an eye doctor, so it could be. Smile. The archaic term is the term of our forefathers, bussy. Yeah, okay. Shout out. We're not shouting out Omarashi. I will say this is not fair. The 2025, has this even happened yet? Has this happened, or is this like is this an advertisement? Am I being advertised to in my Scrandle? No price data? It is a professional picture. I mean, this one looks better anyway. This one is like, this is gonna be like $9 or like $10 or something, whatever. This looks really good. I'm afraid this one's gonna win though. This one looks professional. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one because this one appeals to me personally, but I disapprove. I disapprove of the logo placement. You know, no price. We're halfway through 2025. Okay, maybe this happened. Maybe this is meant to happen in the second half. You know, right, Shrimp? We're halfway through. Maybe it's in the second half. What do you, Had you know when the Brighton and Hove Albion soccer games are? I certainly don't. Smart ass. Second one, you don't like creamy sauce on your food? Really? Interesting. I really enjoy a good... I really enjoy a good cream sauce. Okay, alright, yeah, okay. Make the gay jokes. Alright, go on. Jalapeno should be cooked or pickled, not just raw as shit on it. Yeah, I agree. Choose my words carefully. What do you mean? Yes, jokes. I'm heterosexual. I'll have you all you wretches know, okay? I like women, and I like when women are beautiful, and I like when they have short hair and really strong hands, and I like when they're taller than me, and I like when they push me down on the bed, and I'm gonna pick the skewers. I like a little acidity. Yeah, me too. Ooh, we got the orb. We got the ball. I'll eat hummus. It's not cream, so pulverized sesame seed. I'll pulverize your sesame seeds, brother. Gay is not a command. I do like... What are we doing here? Netherlands, what are we doing here? This is just... I love how the bread is not even closed. It's like they made no effort. Boink, just shoved that thing in there. You know, pondering my orb, pondering my meat. Listen, man, this is me at pepperoni pizza burger, me at ball. Smile. The female description reminds me of a wretched meme, but if I link in my chat, career is over. Hey man, listen, you know, I'm not as long as it's not a bannable offense, you can do as you please. Gay is not a command because commands are used to change things about the stream. Gay little gnome. Listen, I may be little, but I'm not a gnome, and I am straight, okay? Two of those, you've got 1 out of 3 things. Pondering on my meatballs until she meet at my ball till my sandwich. The sandwich meets me at ball, question mark. Eating the Netherlands meat orb whole perishing at the stadium. Honestly, if you just gave me like 3 of these on a skewer, that would be fine. You don't need to give me this sad excuse for a bread, right? The orb of ass. It's not great. I don't need to pick such an obvious target. I can make a joke about you being gay from almost anything you say. Hey man, come on, be nice to me. I'm the streamer. Be nice to me. You're so off the mark on this meme. I like the effort. You tried. You know, when I'm at sand and I meet the witch and she balls on my meat, question mark. Anyway, this is pepperoni pizza burger, double quarter pounder mozzarella marinara pepperoni. And this one's good. You know, it's not just the meat orb. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it tastes fine. It's just all right. The French, who circumcised this Frenchman's hot dog is fucked up. Who's the raccoon cheese grater? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the raccoon cheese grater image. Not even, I haven't even looked at this thing, but they circumcised this poor Frenchman's hot dog. Circumcised French hot dog, Danish. It's Denmark. The Danes are just like, what if we circumcise this hot dog and then called it French? Oh, that's crazy, dog, brother. When she balls on his meat, he'd love for women to perform the chaos. That's true. That's true. Any women out there capable of perform, any WNBA stars who want a chaos dunk on my fucking balls. God, this is so funny to me. This is so dumb. I think this is a declaration of war. This is some kind of like hate crime, you know. And I didn't think you could do hate crimes against the French, but you apparently you can, right? And this is a perfect example. 2 pork and cheese pupusas. Pupusas. I don't know what a pupusa is, actually. It looks like some kind of like flatbread sandwich, maybe. I don't know what this green gunk is on it, but in DC, oh, this is in America. Interesting. I don't know what this is exactly. $11 though. That's a lot of money compared to the circumcised French hot dog. 11 pounds. I guess I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, it's not circumcised though, which is the real question that you've got to answer, right? Like do you prefer your food circumcised or with foreskin with, or your food with or without the foreskin? Chat question, you know. Washington D.C. ain't cheap. No, yeah, it is not cheap. Any stadium in America is fucking ridiculous. A stuffed corn tortilla. That does sound good though. It's a French hot dog because it's shoved into a tunnel baguette. Yeah, I think that's the case. This is like a baguette, but it still just looks like they gave him the snip, dog. We're in America, and you pay in pounds. And I think it's always in pounds, shrimp. Even places like Brazil or like Asia, it's because this website is run by a British person, and it was originally based on British stadium food. So it's always going to be in pounds. I'm going to go with this. Yeah, I'm sorry, circumcised French hot dog. You were just not... I like my food with the foreskin, you know? Sorry. Korean barbecue chicken waffle cone or pizza. Italy, England. This looks really good. Yeah, this is UK centered, yeah. This looks really, really good, actually. The fact that this is in England is very curious to me. I like Korean barbecue chicken waffle cone is very, very... The inclusion of the waffle cone does kind of like... That's this very Asian kind of centric cooking where they like... I mean, not because of the fact it's Korean, but because Asian food will sometimes incorporate odd elements that have like sweetness to them in food, you know? So the fact that this is being served in an England stadium is interesting. Thank you for the sippy A-Pop. Thank you. That does look pretty good. Chicken ice cream. It does look good. Your pro scramble till you heard it was run by a Brit. Blocking unsubscribing now. I have a little come on. The British are struggling right now. They don't have a lot. They can't fucking beat off. They can't use kitchen knives. All they've got is scrandal. Have a little decency, okay? I mean, again, I'm sure this pizza's fine. Doesn't look very appealing to me. Oh god, what kind of tag do you want? What tag do you want? Sounds awful. Yeah, it's kind of, they're living a nightmare. Gentle Lover. All right, we will add the tag Gentle Lover. Goodbye, Smurfs movie 2025. Hello, Gentle Lover. All right. Thank you. What about knives? Well, the British, there's like lots of knife crime in England, and they're making like laws about knives, right? That's what I understand. Don't laugh like that, A-Pop. I'm gonna go with this. It looks quite good. It really does look quite good. I'm interested in how it would taste. This honestly, this is unique enough and photographed well enough to where I would be interested in trying it. It's also pretty cheap. $6 compared to $4.10. I mean, again, like, this is probably not bad. It just doesn't look good. And I've had pizza before. I have not had Korean barbecue chicken waffle cone. This, I'm interested. You know, it ain't safe on the block. Streets is cold, brother. Streets is cold. Steak and chips with chimichurri, $10. This meat looks good. Sausage, chips, and curry sauce. All right. Presentation easily goes to this one, you know. But neither of them are great. This looks like somebody. This looks like a baby spit up their mushed peas here, and this one definitely just looks like It looks like somebody shit this out. I will tell you. And this is twice the price, but substandard poutine with a sausage. Yeah, I will also say the fries on this one look better than these ones. It does. Yeah, I mean, it looks. Look, this is not. Like, honestly, if this sauce was kind of a little more evenly spread, I would be like, this looks like a very, like, yeah, you know? But this looks quite good. Like, the meat looks nice, and I like my meat almost blue, pretty straight. It's pretty, hey, you know, come on. Waffle one did look kind of messy to eat. It looked messy to eat, but I think that's a sacrifice I would be willing to make because I mean sometimes stadium food is messy, right? But it looked good and it was unique, and that appealed to me a lot. I think I can forgive messiness, right? A girl got stabbed a few months ago in Bournemouth and other things like that a lot. Yeah, people get stabbed in the United Kingdom. Seen that pizza with the entire fucking leaf on it before? It's a common occurrence. Yeah, I think it's common. People like it's like a basil leaf on pizza. A whole ass basil leaf is pretty common, I think, especially in Italian cooking, I believe. I don't know if it's a garnish or if it's meant to be like that. In America, people just get shot. Hashtag as God intended. True, as the founding fathers intended. You know, fucking copy pasta recites copy pasta. I'm gonna go with this one. I think again, the hue of the meat appeals to me here. A nice pink shade. I like my beef cooked blue or very rare. So this is very appealing. Slowly plunged garnish. I get made fun of for my pronunciation around here. Sometimes I gotta work hard, okay? Hashtag freedom. Freedom to get shot in the fucking street. Unlike you fucking British, you know, you British who have to get by on being knifed, you know, huh? Like you were just learning the word. Sometimes I just want to do it properly, okay? I just want to pronounce the word properly. I was working hard. Hi, Can Man. Hi, Can Man. Mwah, mwah. Thought those were chicken fingers? No, sir. I'm gonna go with this one. Ooh, interesting. Not a big difference. Maybe the price played a big difference in that one. Oh, wow. These look really good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow. This is gonna be hard to pick. These both look really good to me. Le Sandwich Lyonnaise. Sausage, onions, and St. Marcelin sauce. I don't know what that means. $5.80. Loaded fries with salt, pepper, and chicken. $6.95. I thought this was shrimp, actually. I will say, I thought this was shrimp fries. Fuck you mean this sandwich looks... It looks good! This looks good. Never heard anyone say Bournemouth before? I don't even know. If I didn't know we were talking about the United Kingdom, I wouldn't have known where Bournemouth was. I don't know. I've never heard anybody say Bournemouth before. Bournemouth? Salt and pepper, anything fucks hard. Yeah, it's a classic, right? They've got some good garnishes on it. It's got a little bit of fries, you know. There's no substitute to this. I mean, this one doesn't look as good. It looks like this missed a piece of the meat, but this one's got a decent amount of meat on each side. It looks pretty good. Bournemouth. Oh, okay. Well, see, now I know. Smile. Sandwich has a fancy name. I feel that'll give it extra points. You'd think, but then it's French, so you have to detract, right? You know. It looks like it also came with sangria, where somebody dropped a tiny pair of tiny diaper inside. I don't know. What is this? What is this thing inside this man's glass of wine? What is that? A leaf? Not be able to jerk off anymore. Have you eaten this shit just to feel something? And you will not be feeling lust, my friend. When you're finished with this, you will only feel wrath. You will feel some other kind of sin, and it's not going to be lust. Lemon, a random leaf. You think a leaf just came off of the tree and fell in this Frenchman's glass of wine? And he was like, oh, it was very aesthetic. Oh, I must take a picture of a Le Sandwich Lyonnaise and my wine with the leaf. Reflection. This is not a reflection. The angle is not proper for a reflection. Maybe a mint leaf. Yeah, just as sausage and onions is something you would make at 1 a.m. I mean, you're not wrong, but it's also like, if we base this on shit you could make at 1 in the morning, I don't think that would be very fair, because we did have the circumcised French hot dog, you know, which you could also make a 1 in the morning, and people pick that one. The soul of a Pikmin. All right, that gives it points. I'm leaning now towards if you put the soul of a living being in my food, you win every time. A reflection if the cameraman is a dorse. We're not talking about dorses. Wretched. Do you think this is what Brits jack off to now? Probably better than. Oh God, I wanted to be so mean. Probably. You know what? Yes, I think the average British gentleman goes to the stadium, goes to the French stadium. He sees a leaf with the soul of a Pikmin crammed into it, and he just busts so hard the stadium police have to escort him back to his car. Yeah. Very least an English breakfast. Fair enough. And we're gonna go with this one. Yeah, this one is an easier pick. Sometimes you gotta make do. Country boys make do. You know, looks better than most British women. +2. Plus, she pick on my min till I turn into. Wait! We just had this motherfucker. Get out of here! Just because you're on the other side doesn't mean I'm gonna pick you again. What the hell, man? You can't do this shit. God, this is just like the cup of bugs that we had. One time I was playing this game and I got cups of bugs 3 times in a row. Le sandwich, exactly, Tier, exactly. You know, and then we got spicy pulled pork roll. This one looks pretty good. Now that we're getting a better look at this, I still, you know what? It looks like, you know what this is? This is the light reflecting off of like the liquid, I think. Or maybe it's like, maybe it's like this thing back here going like being projected onto the surface tension. I think that's what you told me. Okay, all right, you told me. All right, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. But I couldn't tell from it being on the other side. Okay, once it got a little closer, it's closer to my face now on my other monitor. You know. All right, you win. +2, you win. This is what white pudding is made out of. What is that sauce? Why is it that color? I don't know. You mean wait, which sauce? You mean this? Which one, Alex? Which one do you mean? That's not bad. I don't think it's bad either. No, I agree with you. I don't think it's bad at all. Lissandro Lyonnais, exactly. I don't know. This seems like a regular color for sauce. It doesn't seem like an unusual sauce color. The pulled pork sauce. I think that this is like melted cheese, maybe. This might be like a very dark orange melted cheese, maybe. Or like some kind of jalapeno barbecue sauce. I don't know. It should be darker. I agree with you. It does look strange. That's cheese. Yeah, I think this is some kind of cheese. I think just over here, just discovering new emotes. Yeah, what are these? What are you doing? This cheddar cheese. Yeah. Some boxing thing. Hey man, you know, sure. I don't know. Sometimes I just get rendered speechless, and it's not even by something particularly like amazing. I'm just kind of like, okay. Sometimes I truly just have no comment. Sometimes back to cheese. Back to arguing about cheese. Cum Jam. Thank you for Cum Jam, man. I need to I think I got that fixed in my chat box. Anyway, I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. 6 million people watching some sort of boxing thing. People, I mean, I'll be the first to say that I love a good blood. What is it? Come on. What is this? What is this? What is this? The hand underneath tells me that the person who's gripping this, whoever's holding this, never give me a hand job. Whoever was holding this, never give me a fuck. The Bahama Mama. What the fuck am I looking at? America, you can do better. You can do so much better. What am I looking at? What is this? Okay, coward. I just don't want to get my shit ripped asunder, torn to shreds. 7 pounds. Yeah, this is a 7 pounds for this fucking. Why is it so? Why is it this color? That's some torque. Yeah, this dude, we gotta call this guy. Hey man, you know, you don't have to be like, we gotta send this guy to rehab or something. Destroyed by the British when it comes to greasy ass stadium food. This is awful. I will say a huge amount of the presentation of this one comes from the dude whoever fucking manhandled this thing. Whatever this dude was they handed this thing to this guy, and he was like, thanks. And instinct took over, and he gorilla gripped this thing as hard as he possibly could. You know, as he like this dude's animal brain was just like and just fucking scrunched it on. You know, it's just crazy. That light ray was coming in. No, it was not quite, but you'd think so, judging by how tight this guy's grip was on. You know. All I'm hearing is I can't handle a bad bitch. All I'm saying is if you're leaving like handprints on it, if you're permanently distorting the structure of this thing, I just feel like I feel a little unsafe. I feel like I'd like to be able to go for a round two. She torque on my dog till I invert myself. Whoever this mama is in the Bahamas, she's got that gorilla grip, dog. You are right though, Canman. This is a poor showing. This very Gunner dog versus the Bahama Mama. This is a poor showing. Maybe it was handed to him like that. I would be even more mad then. Somebody jerked my hot dog off at the stadium. You know, somebody death gripped my hot dog before I could. What the hell? If I'm gonna fucking annihilate my schmeat for $7 at the stadium, you better let me do it. Steam blowing out of that dog. It does kind of look like it, right? It does kind of look like it. How's it a USA meal? I don't know. This is shameful. We should be ashamed. Somebody tried to jelk my hot dog. Jelk Nation. Where are we at? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is so bad. This is so shameful. This has like shredded pork and jalapenos and red peppers and cheese sauce or something. And this is like the most like pathetic hint of mustard. You know. I'm sorry. This is so bad. This is so bad. Why did you do that? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Not bad. We did pretty good here. We did pretty good. She grabbed onto that thing like the father. She grabbed onto that thing like she was drowning and it was a lifeboat. Like that was the last chance you ever gonna get. Like that's that. See, that's what happens when you're. This is like that's a lifeguard's arm when he pulls a drowning man out of the water. That's what that shit looks like. Oh my god. All right, let's do a redactyl. See what we got. Swear I thought the bread for the... I thought it was like pretzel. I thought it was like pretzel when I first saw it, but it's not. You know? Hi again. Hi. I thought it was pretzel, but it wasn't. If you're a shapeshift, you won't let her mold a hand shape into a, like, rolled up Play-Doh. What's even the point, man? I mean, it's just there's a certain amount of like action. Like, listen, we all talk about the gorilla grip, but when a gorilla's gripping on it, not everybody is so tough. I'll be the first to say I talk a big game, and yet when the gorilla do in fact be gripping, you know, maybe I do change my tune. You know, I'm gonna move you guys up here. They have an unfortunately good point. Yeah, no. Joke for 5 to 20 minutes at a time each day. Alright, any jokers in chat, just practice safe joking, okay? Practice safe joking. Please. Alright, what are we doing? Blank is a blank is blank against a blank. That's what your mom does to me on the Friday night, baby. Let's China. We'll start with China. No, Europe. Food. Sport. Always look both ways before joking. Please do. You'll never know when the rogue joker is gonna come along and yank your shit asunder. Ooh, is a team baseball, cricket, soccer, football. Let's see. How about post fat Chinese baby font, please? Yeah, we'll do when I go over to the next screen. We'll do that when I start the game. You joke so much shit. You joke so much your shit is curved like a French horn. Hashtag curve up for Christ, boys. Anybody, any curvers for Christ in the chat? You know, you got your cross on, you got your cock curved. You know, and it's the Lord's Day tomorrow. Make sure you're there, all right? Be there or don't be. Be there or be crescent shaped. I guess. I don't know, man. This shit gets away from me sometimes, brother. It's a sport, okay. Is a India. American. American. Asian. Russian. Mongolian polo. E-sport. Imagine if Jesus was gay. Didn't we just have a whole conversation about how Jesus was not gonna? Did they kill Jesus before he could go through twink death? You know, I mean, who knows? All I know is that I wasn't there. Fairly gets curved. When would the Lord's Day be Friday? Star and Crescent and all that. Yeah, but I didn't have that prepped for the bid. Okay, I didn't have that in my head. Do we ever try team? We did try team. Team was the one we got the most hits on. 14 hits. Is a let's see. Stadium. What do we try? Football. How about we try football, baseball, ping pong. Oh, ooh, Olympic. No. Swimming. Ooh, good choice. No. Barkley. True. Charles Barkley, Shut Up and Jam, Guidance, Smile. Ooh, player. Very good. Star. One. All right. So player. I mean, to be fair, it's about sports, so we know we got player. Swim. Feel like. Oh, we already read that one. Swim. So it's not swimming. Ooh, winter, summer, fall. In the Summer Olympic. Ooh, b-ball, gold. Metal. Wrestling. Oil. Lubed. Men. Turkey. Leather. Piercing. Grip. I'm sorry, wait, hold on. This isn't Google. Okay. Okay, sorry. Gorilla. Thank you for the sippy flea flicker. Boxing. Ooh, good. Boxing. No. MMA. Martial. Games. We got games. The Summer Olympic Games. So it's an let's see. How about well, we did boxing, we did wrestling. Discus. Discus. Throw. Javelin. Yeah, throw is how many letters? It is 6 letters. Catch. Balance. Flip. It's an Olympic sport. It's a Summer Olympic sport. Maybe rugby. Ooh, rugby. No, not rugby. Track. Nope. Running. Run. Race. Let's see. How about I think I already tried soccer. Yeah, we already tried soccer. I don't know. In my thinking face. What am I missing? Horse. Ice. Field. Grease. Let's see. Greek. Did we try water? Ooh, water's a good one. We didn't try basketball or football. We have tried football. Basketball. There was no rowing. Okay, or no water, so rowing? Rowing. No. How about we already did team. Ooh, volleyball? Beach. Bike? Oh, tough one. Is a group. I'm surprised. What is this? This word is this 6-letter word is an it's not team either. It's a 6-letter word. Blank sport, not team. It's very curious. Shot put. No. Huh. How about, what do we think? Men's? Women. Women's. Racket. Ooh, tennis. Tennis. It was tennis. Very good. Very good, Ace. Mwah. You get the chatter's kiss for getting the word. We already tried water Kinski. Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna be like swimming or like Olympic stuff like that. Yes, very good, very good. And do we want to do Wordle too? Maybe we can do Wordle. We'll do Wordle and then we'll jump over to Doom. How's that sound? How's that sound? You were tabbed out. I forgive you. I forgive you. This time. Let's do Wordle. Let's do Wordle, and then we'll do Doom. I promise. And then we'll go to Doom. I promise. Ocean. A and N. Connections. You want to do connections? Horse. Stop. You want to do connections? We can do connections after. I love doing these games. Let's do. My opener is always SharePoint. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, we've got A and N at least. I always like to do Ocean because you've got the OEA, and also it's blue like me. Smile. Because I love Microsoft SharePoint, parentheses, I don't, parentheses, smiles. Anal? I think we need another letter. Anals. No, I don't know. How about, not anal. It's not anal. It's not, that's not what it is. How about canal? Okay, see? I got anal in there for you. All right, stop asking. I already did that one. Panel. Okay. It's not, there's no L in it. There's no L. So, yay, yeah, Peem. How about, no, or, paint. We'll do paint. Okay, we got an A-N-T. How about... No, it would be... No, not Grant. Gaped. Oh, okay. Yeah, gaped. Yeah. Gaped. Yeah, I think gaped is the word. Even though we have no P! You got no P, Ace! Where's your P at? I'm sorry, you're not Ace. You're Alex. Oh, God, fuck. I was talking about... When I was talking about someone without a cock, I went immediately into Ace. Lol. Saint. Gaunt. Ooh. There's no I, yeah. What did you do? You're easy picking when it comes to making cock jokes, I guess. Smiles at you. Mwah. Got his ass. You fucking jumped him. Gaunt is a good one. G-A-U-N-T. Let's try Gaunt. Haunt. It was Haunt. Pretty good, Kinski. Very good. I think I could do anything bad enough to be called that. Yeah. Alex is innocent. He's an innocent soul. All right. Okay. I'm going to move you guys back over here. Back over here. Let's play our game. Smile. Although, what are we missing? There he is. Wide Chinese baby. You want me, you little fucking freak. You love it here. You love it. You love when you come to visit, and I say, hi, Ace, hi, and I say, and I give you a big kiss. You love it here. Smile. There he is, wide Chinese baby. All right, let's pull up Doom. Let's play some Doom. Where are you? Doom 2016, my beloved retro game. Doom 2016. Oh, Omo DM'd me something. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Anyone's had a haunted toy? Haunted by the ghost of orgasms past? Let's see. Game capture. Doom. Game audio. Doom. There we go. Play the game, fruit tuber. What kind of fruit am I? What kind of fruit am I, chat, is the real question. What kind of fruit? I guess blueberry, obviously. But, like, you know. There, you could pick other options. The Gape of Christmas Past. The Ghost of Hole Yet to Come. Get it? Where are we? We're on this one. Life or death for Blue Boy. Life! Life! Life, please, life! Life. What did he DM you? You should DM him back about how you called him the boy cervix smash tuber. We're gonna watch a movie later, so I'll tell him then. We're gonna have some personal time. We're gonna watch a movie together. Smile. Yeah. Pomegranate. Pomegranate's a good one. I like pomegranates. I was gonna install Doom Eternal, but I wasn't able to do it in time. So that'll probably. So if we finish this game early, we'll just do some like horror slappa. What we got? Do I remember how to play this game? Not really. Whatever. I got 3 charges. Let's see. More grenades, please. Game volume's okay. It's gonna be pretty quiet. Going on a retro binge. I know. I'm playing all the old stuff. Where's my heavy assault rifle? Okay. I don't remember what I was doing, but the good news about Doom games is that I don't have to know what I was doing. Dinner and a movie. Yeah, we're gonna watch a movie together. He wanted to watch the Kingdom Hearts movie, I think. So we're gonna do that. Dane, I don't. Just don't. But yes, we are gonna be watching a movie later. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta find Piss Door, Blue Me Door. You know, I will say that I have never. I think I was talking to Kogran about this. I have never had a pomegranate. She was talking about how she was like drinking pomegranate juice or whatever, and I was like, oh wow. I always thought it was really bitter. I've never had either or a long time ago, and I just don't remember what it's like. I've just never had it. I don't know. I remember them being very messy. You know, any palm heads in chat? Any palm brains in chat? Not me. Could be me, but it's not me currently. Where am I going? Over here? Can I shoot somebody, please? Hello? You're just gonna make me wander around? Where? Hello? Can I shoot somebody? Do I already have one of these keys? No. No. Hello? Oh. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller here, actually. Ooh, I'm gonna. There we go. I've got my little. I'm gonna move Chinese baby up here. There we go. I'm gonna move Chinese baby. Have you at least eaten figs? I know for a fact I've never eaten a fig. I may have eaten a pomegranate before, but I know for a fact I've never eaten a fig. I don't know what they taste like. I do know that apparently when a donkey eats one, it's so funny that you're gonna shit yourself laughing and you're gonna die. You know, that's what I remember. You know. How do I? F, okay. I just fell in the toilet a minute ago for standing up wrong. All right, listen, Malfriends. If any of you die taking a shit, you are legally your estate is legally obligated to contact me, because it's really funny and I would love to know. Like, I would put you on my stream. Like, you would take the place of Wide Chinese Baby forever. I'd get your profile picture and I have an arrow that said this chatter died taking a shit. This chatter died in the toilet. I would need that to be on stream forever. I'm sorry. Like, you need to tell me. Fig Newtons? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a Fig Newton. I don't think I've ever had one. Use their funeral photo? That might get me into legal trouble. I don't know. Using their Twitch profile picture I might get away with it. But I think using their actual real face when it's just like, ha, this person died shitting themselves to death, you know? That might get me in a little bit of trouble, is all I'll say. I don't care about the lore in this game. I do care about shooting people with 80 million bullets. You have my permission. It's in your will. All right, Peem. Perfect. Perfect. 4th ace. First chatter to ever die taking a shit. Well, you know. If it's good enough for Elvis, it's good enough for me. Hi, Answer Man 6. Are we calling Dude 2016 Retro now? It's 9 years old. Please stop reminding you you're old. Well, listen, all I'll say, hello, new friend. First off, hi, welcome in. And the second thing that I'll say is that, listen, if you don't want to feel old, just stop getting old. Smile. This game is retro. Almost 10 years old. There are kids in elementary school older than this game. Younger than this game. Younger than this game. They're also older than it too, but they're younger than it for sure. Best thing to happen to you after death, immortal wide Chinese mouth friend. Chat, would you be happy if I made you a wide Chinese mouth friend after your death when you died shitting yourself to death on the toilet? You know? We've had 3 different presidents since this game came out. Now that's crazy. Now that's crazy work, honestly. You know, that's insane. Also, I will tell you, new chatter, I only call it this as a joke because I think it's really funny when people expressly like you come in and be like, it's not old, it's not old. And I just get to smile like a little shithead and be like, hee 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 hee. We use the rocket launcher. When I die, you want people to clown on me like I did Lotax? Didn't he die jerking off to Overwatch porn? Which, I mean, it's not like the worst thing. There's worse ways to die. It's just, you know, not exactly the most, not exactly the most... You know what? If you die jerking off to Overwatch porn, you definitely earned a spot on the stream where I have an arrow pointing to you and says, this user died jerking off to Overwatch porn. No, that was someone else. Man, I keep getting my weird internet celebrity or micro celebrity deaths mixed up. He shot himself after selling his form to a teenager. Okay, that's much less jokeable. Like, died cranking a hog to Widowmaker's huge purple ass is much funnier than being like, oh, he killed himself with a gun. Like, one of those things is, yeah, you know what I mean. Overwatch 4, not the worst thing. It's just cringe. Yeah, it's you know, you could do better is all I'll say, right? If you're a Mal friend, I would expect you to die jerking off to at least something interesting, right? You know, like I also feel that if somebody dies doing that, we should, like, whoever survives them, like their wife or whatever, should have, like, or like their husband or whoever, should have legal rights to see what image it was that they last had up on the computer before they kicked it. I think that's like, that should be like a legal right, you know? Dying while playing Overwatch, that's too mad. Oh, too bad, lol. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's, you guys remember back when Overwatch first came out, they found that, like, when you look at, like, Widowmaker in third person, that when she activates her scope, her ass got fatter? You guys remember that? That was true. That was true. You know? Like, she'd zoom in and her ass would get visibly bigger. Which is honestly the kind of game development we need. You know? Oh, Widowmaker's expanding ass ran so that Stellar Blade could walk. Professional rage baiters, other pressure walking into it again and slurping Seal Schlong. If you think almost not the bottom in this relationship, I don't know what to tell you. He couldn't handle the ass and cocked the... Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Think he did it on stream, too? I know that somebody found out because he was doing it for he was playing it for 2 hours or something. You see the Grim Reaper out of the corner of my eye and pull the most disgusting shit you can find. Just use the raccoon cheese grater image. Feel free to Google that one, lads. Showing the last image my spouse was looking at while they jerked themselves to death. Would you not want to... It's a boat. It's a boat. Oh, no. Oh, and nice. What's worse? You see the last image somebody saw before they, like, jerked themselves to death. And it's either crazy weird porn or it's just something completely normal. Like it's just like an image of like just like a regular ass like a bathtub, you know, or it's just like this dude was browsing like our Victorian window furnishings or some shit like that, you know. Her breast too, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Think you both at the bottom is a Mexican standoff? Unso. I am the top. I am the top. Don't if you haven't seen jerking off the floor tiles. Floor tiles guy, classic. Exactly, like the guy who has a fetish for floor tiles. The OG. You know, that back in the day, that guy was like an enigma. That guy was, people were just like, how could you be so weird? What a strange fellow. And now it's just like, fucking floor tiles. What is this, amateur hour? What the hell is this guy talking about? Floor tiles. Whatever, man. Another jerker down. When will the Gooner side stop? The Gooner side, no. Hello? Hello? Can I do anything here? Is this all you give me? Is there not more to this? Hello? Oh! Okay, smile. Okay. I do like how we had the like how we had the collective floor tiles guy moment too. That was pretty solid. Nice MPreg attempt. Oh, congratulations on the beautiful baby isolators. Floor tile Sears Associates sex dungeon ass fantasy. I mean honestly, what like we really kind of, it like really does kind of show how far we've come. Joke not intended. It does show how far we've come over the fact that floor tiles guy wouldn't even be on the radar, honestly. These days, like, floor tiles guy, not even relevant. Oh, thank you for Tilly Prime. Let's say hi to Tilly. Here she is. There's Tilly. Oh, why am I crying? What the heck? There's Tilly. Thank you for Tilly Prime. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the draw bot is not working. Ty, I don't know if you need to, like, talk to Penguin about that one, but their draw bot is not working here anymore. You know, sitting here with an evil grim waiting for someone to chat under that one. You sick fuck. You're pregnating the chatters. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? What if the tiles are sexy? I mean, that's the thing, is that man says, oh, hear me out, boys, and he shows you an image of conventionally sexually attractive floor tiles. Like, fucking get out of here, dog. Nice try. Nice try. Is there a Malphon Cry redeem? There is not. There is not. I don't think I need to blow that fucking imp to 80 million pieces, but I did it anyway. There is not a Cry redeem. I only use that for when I experience a particularly soulful event in a video game. You know, as one should. I'm a soulful. I'm an emotional gamer. You know, I'm full of I've got my big beautiful heart, my BBH, that is only used for thematically appropriate moments. Those cracks in your tiles, all you telling me you're fucking my floor tiles, dog? You're fucking my floor tiles here, brother. I think Nominal Pangolin is just offline. It's interesting to me. Because I guess, yeah, that would make sense. I'm surprised that they're not one of the people who have, like, their bots not just on without them. There's plenty of people like that. Why did you just explode? In Appalachia, we fuck couches. I mean, would you... Okay, listen. This points out sexually attractive couch. No, conventionally sexually attractive couch. Would you... Okay. What's everybody's opinion on picking up furniture off the side of the road? I think any furniture that has fabric you don't want to pick up, but wooden furniture or plastic is okay. I think I'm okay with grabbing like a wooden chair or like a plastic chair off the side of the road, whatever. That's fine. But I won't pick up anything that's got fabric on it, because sometimes people be fucking their couches, right? And in that it's not just wood. Oh, because you can get termites. That's right. Hey, Donnie, get your donk out of my tile grout. If fucking Ramirez got a Stugat stuck in the vending machine again. We gotta help this guy. We gotta help this motherfucker. They just kneecap that guy. Nice. Plastic's okay. Plastic is okay. Wood is good. Okay, so like, I don't know. I would be worried about, I would be a little... What did I just get? Mat quad damage. I would be worried about, termites, I guess. Now that I think about it, termites are something that's pretty reasonable to worry about, you know? Oh, fuck. I used to be cool, but then bedbugs started becoming more common. This shit's 100% full of either bedbugs or crack. I mean, I think bedbugs is more likely. I think any good fucking crackhead would not leave. Those dudes are like bloodhounds. They can smell crack a mile away. You leave your crack-filled mattress out on the street, that thing is gone in 20 minutes. You know. You want that abandoned furniture that's been placed in a metal transport container during the summer so it kills off any bedbugs? I think even then I probably wouldn't trust it. I think I would be very hard pressed, you know, unless like I'm in desperate need for furniture for my opium den, hashtag bring back the den. I would probably not pick up anything fabric, even if I wouldn't even pick it up even if I knew I could clean it out, you know. Bedbugs are a nightmare. Yeah, bedbugs are a nightmare to get rid of because it's like you miss one bedbug and either it gets like into your other furniture, or worse, it gets on you and you end up bringing it wherever you go. You know, I would only worry about termites on my wood if it's like a raw wood or untreated. No, I think that even in like stuff where it's like a bed frame, or like a desk or a dresser, you know. It reminds me of that one guy who, like, I don't know if they counted it as bioterrorism, but there was one guy who went to France and he like released like bed bugs in like a bunch of different like hostels and other shit like that. You know, I don't know. There was definitely a story about that a couple years ago where some dude intentionally released like 80 kajillion million bed bugs, right? And he like single-handedly obliterated like the French hospitality industry for a little while. He released them in the subway. That's worse because then that gets into people's clothes. No. We gotta do that one. You can't miss a bedbug if you're trapped in a very hot metal container for a week. I guess that's fair. I guess that's true for even like you leave a person in a very hot metal container for a week, you'll be able to catch them too. 6 months ago. I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was a couple years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy, Chad. Wow. I don't know. One more reason not to trust the French. Smile. Oh, hi, man. Can I interest you in like 80 missiles directly to your fucking skull? Blah, 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 blah. You, I don't know. I just think I mean, like, also, oh man, I also read recently that like Chinese nationals were caught bringing in like a certain species of tick to introduce blight to like American cattle populations or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but I think that that's something that we don't do enough of nowadays. You know, I feel like what we should do now is we should like people don't import like hogzillas no more. You don't see people like you don't see people like bringing in you know, gigantic feral hogs to other countries, right? Can you imagine if you went to like, I don't know, the island of like Newfoundland and you brought like a gigantic like wild boar and just released that motherfucker, right? See, that's the shit people don't do no more. That's a good legacy, right? I think I'd be okay spending the rest of my life in prison if I knew that Canada had an infernal, like an island off the coast of Canada had an internal population of gigantic wild boars to deal with for the rest of time. I think that I would be happy about that. Pinky, wow, Pinky, yeah. I think that would be fine, you know. There's a certain level, there's a certain like legacy I would be happy to leave behind if it was like you know, I think I would be okay to die in prison if I knew that I would be able to carry on the legacy of something really that I personally find very funny. Like I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a big proponent of crimes need to be really funny again, you know? Ow. I'm a I think we shouldn't charge people for sufficiently funny crimes. Doesn't Texas have that? And they need to use machine guns or war machine. Yeah, there's like you can like pay money to like go to somebody's farm and they'll take you in a helicopter and give you like a gigantic gun and you can like shoot hogs as they run away. Like they'll flush out a bunch of like wild feral hogs, 30 to 50. Like people made like, did you guys remember that? People made fun of that one guy for his 30 to 50 feral hogs tweet, and he was like, "I need assault rifles to protect my family from the 30 to 50 feral hogs that are on my property." And people were like, "Haha, fucking what is this guy talking about? 30 to 50 feral hogs? This guy's some kind of weirdo." But lo and behold, 30 to 50 feral hogs show up on your property. You're gonna need more than what even that guy had. Right? That guy, all he wanted, he was like, he need like a long gun, like an automatic weapon. And it's like, brother, you need more than that. Those things do not go down easily, right? Me, when there's 30 to 50 feral hogs in my fucking house, fucking my wife, you know? Okay. Needs the Doom Gauss Cannon. I think that's what we should be working on. You know, I think the thing. So I read a post recently about how like we're still in the age of armor in the sense where we're still using like ballistic armor protection, and like it's gonna get to a point where like we're gonna have armor that's like impenetrable to small arms fire. And it's gonna like get to the point where these dudes are like wrapped up in this crazy medieval knight looking style armor. Fuck, I'm gonna drop. God damn it. And it's gonna be the best way to kill people is gonna be like with sonics, you know? So you're gonna have these dudes with like these like gigantic speaker guns that are gonna be blasting each other in this like godforsaken crater in the middle of nowhere, and you're gonna have like a bunch of dudes like essentially being turned into like soup, right? Not you soup particularly, but you're gonna have a bunch of these dudes being turned into basically soup. And it's just gonna be this gigantic soup of like anabolic steroids and like body armor, and there's gonna be like these giant birds who are gonna be walking around the giant human soup crater, and they're gonna be please stop shooting me. They're gonna be walking around the giant human soup crater, you know, and they're gonna be drinking all the anabolic steroid human soup, and they're gonna be really big and strong, and we're gonna have to deal with gigantic like asshole birds all souped up on human growth serum, you know. It's gonna be bad. Why are they still ground troops in this fantasy and not drones? Because I was trying to work in a way in which I could say the phrase gigantic asshole birds drinking human soup and being pumped up with anabolic steroids, and drones simply don't allow for that in this extended bizarre conversation that I've decided to cook up in my own head. Following that guy and buy as many talking Spamton plushes as I can and stuff them all in a box and hand them out, and also tape one to a room with a knife. Front toward friend, smile. We'll do remote detonation. What do you mean the birds are all drones? Yeah, but I don't think it's as fun, is all I'll say, right? I think it's more interesting for it to be like gigantic asshole vultures flying around in like the huge the micro tear brain sonic destruction arena that we're gonna be throwing dudes into for the next 20 years. And I think having a really big crow with like hilariously oversized muscles is just a really good addition to that. You know? Don't listen to me. I'm just saying things out loud, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've gotten distracted. I'm playing Doom. I'm playing. See, when you're playing Doom, it's not about being the most realistic. You know, it's about being interesting, right? I don't want my favorite art is never going to be the art that makes the most sense. It's going to be the art that was the most interesting to me, right? Like you can show me a piece of art that makes a lot of sense. It's very well thought out. It's very yeah, it's got like realism to it. I'm not interested in realism. I'm interested in shit being cool, right? And if that means having a gigantic crater in the desert where dudes in medieval body armor are blowing each other up with sonic weaponry, and gigantic birds are like developing proboscises to slurp up the guy soup from inside their suits of armor, I don't know, man. That's much more appealing than drones, right? New arms race BC who can weaponize the brown note first. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, brother. You know, you're gonna have like, and like the dudes who develop the sonic weaponry are gonna be like the guys from like Lockheed and Martin are gonna like link up with like the guys who invented child gambling or whatever, and they're just gonna be like sitting on the edges of this fucking gigantic crater because they can't see into it because it's just these gigantic like hazes of like sonic blasts, and everyone standing there has like micro tears, and they're gonna be seeing like desert ghosts, like micro tears in their brains, and they're gonna be seeing desert ghosts for the rest of their lives. It's gonna be fucked up. All the terror birds the size of an elephant and eats children. Exactly. Exactly. Caco demon. Caco demon. Caco demon. Boink. Why are you invincible? Thank you. Burst into pieces. Okay. Okay. What if I shot you like 3 times? Boink. Boink. I don't know. That's the world I want to live in, right? I mean, that's not the world I want to live in. But if I lived in that world, it'd just be more interesting than just, like, drones, right? Although I will say, actually, another world in which we use only drones would be good, because then you could have, like, MLG gaming tournaments, but it's for, like, the sovereignty of your nation. You know, you'd have, like micro... you'd have, like, shit like fucking, like, I don't know, the Iranian equivalent of Lockheed and Martin, like... in like an MLG Pro tournament against the United States drone forces, and you'd have like Ball Shot 420 gamer versus like versus like Muhammad Da Prophet 69 doing like crazy like drone trick shots, doing backflips and shit like that, and like 720 like no scope like smart bomb tracking shots to see who like would win, you know, whatever micronation with like 20 quarts of oil under the ground they're fighting for. I have the ideas. I've certainly got ideas. I don't know if they're good ideas, but I'm full of them. Corner Reddit post, :3 evolved into long:3. It's true. Like this idea, there's one giant crater where every battle the wars fought. Eventually the soldiers go down in the crater and drown in the previous 10 squads. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying, you know. I think we could solve a lot of problems by simply having the hashtag, I'd call it the war crater, right? And it's where dudes would go and they'd fight war there, and then and the losers just get eaten by like the evil like anabolic steroid birds, right? Isn't that just the Metroid ball but human shape? What? Huh? Huh? What? Oh, I don't know how to use my heavy assault rifle. Oh, I should use my shotgun. There you go. There you go. Smile. Smile. How do I use my chainsaw again? Is it F? Is it G? Okay, it's G. Hey man, what if I chainsawed you to death? Yeah. Oh, hi. Good pause. I think Morph Ball. Morph Ball is what Fizzbuzz calls me. I'm not Morph Ball. That's not what I'm called. Yeah. You know what it was. I saw. I think it was Northern Lion who was talking about this. It was very much a case of like, you know, it was very much along the lines of what I was saying earlier, which is like it's not about things that make sense. Right? I feel like if your favorite piece of art is your favorite because it's the most realistic and makes the most sense, I don't know. You're not built for these streets, right? Like they make shit for you, but you're not built for these streets, you know. It's a whole thing. Metroid should have a Morph Ball pinball game. Didn't they have Metroid pinball? Wasn't that a thing? There was like a whole thing, Metroid pinball, right? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Inethica. Hi. Yeah, there's a DS Metroid pinball. Yeah. I feel like... What do you think it feels like to go into the ball form? What happens to Samus anyway? Does she turn into, like, jelly? Does she get gunkified? I don't know. What happens to Samus when she balls out? You know? See? I feel like, you know what? Honestly, guy who made Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, call me. I have good ideas. For the game you're never gonna finish, you should include Samus in your game because she also shut up and balls. You know, Samus, well known for shutting the fuck up, and also well known for balling. You know, that's all I'll say, right? Listen, call me, guy who makes Charles Barkley shut up in Jam Gaiden. It's a realistic art on this stream. We have wide Chinese Malphite and maybe Malphite with a big schnoz. It's important to have a big nose sometimes, so you can smell things. I say imagine the smell, and sometimes I'm serious about it, right? Welcome in, by the way, in Ethica. I don't know if I said hi, I think, but welcome in. Hi, it's nice to see you. There's a VG article about how Mark Marvel it is that Samus goes into ball form. Ball form doesn't crunch Samus up. Yeah, it's kind of just... I guess you're right. It is kind of just, accepted that Samus just turns into a ball. Nobody was just like, why does this grown woman turn into a ball? Nobody asked that. Nobody thought about that. They were just not worried. But see, that leads to my point, where it's like, great art is not about making sense. Great art is about turning a woman into a ball and having her go through the vents. Okay? That's what great art is. That's what great art is about. You know? How do I do my... What's my BFG button? Is it H? Y? T? It is T. Okay. Surely this won't be a boss fight. Smile. Smile. If we finish this game tonight and I have time, I'll probably do a little bit of Horror Slappa, I think. I have a couple on the docket. The ball is big enough for her to ball up. So wait, so she just kind of like crunches down and just does somersaults everywhere? Oh, I remember this fight. This is like... I will say I like this kind of organic mech idea. I think this is a very cool concept. I do like things where it's like very I think it's the same in Halo where they like the I forget their fucking name. Oh, he blocks my shit. That's no good. I think the Hunters, I think is what they're called in Halo. They also are kind of like biomechanic mechs, right? Or they're like worm colonies, right? They're like little worm colonies. I like that kind of stuff very much. I think that's very cool. How much would someone have to pay to compress me into a ball? That's like a 5 sub deal, I think. Well, actually, no. You'd have to... hold on. I could pull up... let's see. Do I have the Malforb? Let me see. Let me see if I can pull in the Malforb. Where are you? Where's Malforb? Bigger nose won't fix your smell? Imagine the smell. Can you imagine the smell? Let's see. You here? Yeah, there we go. See? I already exist in ball form. There's the Morb. There's the Malforb. I could make it a stream emote, maybe. Doesn't sound like it would hurt enough to justify 5 subs. Why does it have to be? I mean, it's not gonna be painful. You know, I am a shape changer. I can just become Orb, you know? But, I feel like a lot of, you know what I feel like would make Gundam good? I was having this conversation earlier on stream. Ow. If they made, I think pilots having to bio interface. Don't dunk me, please. Do not fucking dunk me. Haven't you learned from Charles Barkley? Shut up and Jam Gaiden. If you perform an unsupervised dunk of that magnitude, you may wipe out the entire island of Manhattan, which is usually fine. But you know, I feel like I also enjoy. I mean, I don't know if they do this for Gundam. I'd enjoy bio interfacing with I enjoy like the concept where like mech pilots have to bio interface with their mech. I think that's very cool. This is just a step further, right? You know, bioengineering is very interesting for me. Peak stream where you Malforb the more. All right, listen, man, come on. It's not Morbin time. It's in fact objectively never been Morbin time. We had Morbin time specifically. Gundam does bio interfaces already. Then why isn't it good? What the fuck? Come on, man. Me when I make people mad on purpose. No, please. Ooh. Got him. L. Got him. Got him. Roll. I need you to stop having a shield, please. When was the last time you even watched a single Gundam show? I've never seen Gundam. I'm just saying stuff recreationally. I don't believe any of this. So they're kind of artificial person. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I like they have Gundam homunculi. That's pretty neat. I like that concept. I like how Shrimp answers for me because she knows. Shrimp's been my friend for long enough to where it's like she knows that I'm just saying stuff just to say it. I wonder, I'd probably have, if I want to use the BFG, I'd probably have to just, it's too slow. It's a really slow firing weapon. Ow. That's not good. That's not good. I need you to unshield yourself, please. 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 I'd like to not die here. Okay, got him. Give me that arm. Give me that. Blah. Blah. Got his ass. I feel like this boss has a round 2, no? Oh, I guess not. Oh, no, wait, it does. We have not, because now we have to deal with 2 of them at once. I think is how this works, right? Yeah, okay, smile. Do I remember the Russian homunculus guy? I mean, I feel like there's more than one of those kinds of guys, you know? Ow. Let me try my T? Let's try this thing. T? Oh, we're out of ammo. Pistol? I don't think so. Hey, don't slap me. I'm busy. I'm busy. Ow! Fucking spin to win. Stop doing that. Shoot him in the ass. Shoot him in the ass, chat. Every now and then, you can just shoot a man in the butthole. Ah, oh, god damn it. Gundam Seed has that. Maybe they're just bred humans. I mean, having like you know, vat-grown people is pretty cool. New types of special people in Gundam that have what's basically telepathy on steroids have special interfaces for their mobile suits, but it's rare. So most traditional mechanical controls, I see. I guess they don't call you Answer Man for nothing. You indeed answered my question about. They do that in Warhammer too. They have special like. Vat-grown people, but usually the vat-grown people are just meant for like to be turned into servitors, and servitors are essentially just people who are like lobotomized and like hooked into gigantic robots, like robot body parts to do like manual labor or to like fire guns, you know. Ow. I'm just gonna ignore this other guy. Where did you go? Oh, there he is. Ow! Stop hitting me. Sorry, I'll reach out in a second. I'm actually concentrating a little bit. Okay, come here. Come here. Get your little worm. Get your little worm self out. Chat, I would love you even if you were a worm. Especially if you were a worm, actually. I would love you more if you were a worm. Chat, can you be worms, chat? Smile. And go diving in a band of... See, look, chat, this is you. I love you so much. Smiles at you. Smiles at you. Servitor coded? I am not servitor coded. You cannot lobotomize me to be a servitor. If only Warhammer wasn't boring as fuck edgelord fantasy slop. That's why I love it. It's boring as fuck edgelord's fantasy slop, and I love it so much for that exact reason. Hello? Press E. Oh yeah, we get like the Hellblade or whatever. Isn't this thing like a sword or something? Oh, there's story to this game, I forgot. You only want me for my worm? Hands up if you out here playing with your worm, dog. I'm getting fucking yoinked. Get mad at my rage bait right now. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Wow, wow. You did such a good job. You rage baited me so good. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Good job. You won guide me. You won guide me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Wow. Did you undent your soft spot this morning? Listen, I wear my soft spot like a badge of pride, okay? I should have directed that to stream. You just wish it wasn't so ugly. 40K. I like the 40. You know, honestly, I think one of the big criticism lately with 40K is that it's getting cleaner. 40K used to be much more ugly. And I think that it's kind of, that's part of like what people like about it. People like that it's ugly and like it's a very lived in future. It's all very used, you know. It's a place where like not only is the environment ugly, but the people are ugly. Like everyone's ideals are ugly. Everything is bad and awful and grotesque. Malfin really needs to know about his viewers' worms. Tell me about your worms, chat. Chat, if you don't tell me about your worms, I'm gonna cry. And you would hate to see me cry, right? You know? I need to know. The worms are back, chat. The worms! The worms! Thoughts on Cruelty Squad? I do want to play it. I haven't played it, and I do want to play it. I don't know if I should play it on stream, because apparently it's got very bad flashing lights, and as much as I do like to play visually unappealing garbage, I don't want to have anybody go under, like, have, like, a fucking stroke or something, you know? I'm sure people are stroking right now, but I'm talking about the other kind of stroke. Hey. You would kill a viewer and you're passing up the chance. Contrary to popular belief, I love you guys. Contrary to popular belief, I love you guys like to death. You know, you guys cheer me up. You know, where would I be without you? You know, I'd be very lonesome indeed. You know, so I always wish you guys good health and good happiness and not epileptic seizures. Okay. Me and my worm would be very happy to see you turn into a sobbing puddle. That's the Fansly stream. You gotta pay extra. You gotta be a tier 3 for that. Hi, Mimic Chest. Hi. Hello. Hi. Your worm is named Gideon. Gideon's, you know what I'll say? Gideon is one of those names where I feel like it's an older name, but it doesn't have the same old school sound to it as, like, Martha. Or like Gertrude, right? I feel like Gideon is like an older name, but it's not like, or like Wolfgang, right? If you told me that like in like the 1500s in France, Gideon and Wolfgang were friends, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. And if you told me today, like, oh yeah, like 2025, Andrew and Gideon are friends, I'd be like, oh okay, yeah, of course. I don't know. Names are very interesting to me. I feel like certain names just sound so archaic, and I don't know why. I don't know why certain names sound more archaic than other ones, because like maybe it has to do, I was gonna say it has to do with like the commonality of it, but it's like John is a biblical name, one of the oldest names we have, and it's still like incredibly modern sounding to me, right? I don't consider it to be like an old name, like Olga or something, right? That makes me think of an older name. Shout out to, can we shout out Olga Okami? She is suffering from some eye trouble this past couple months, and she just recently needs to get some money for her, because she has to move out because part of her problem was mold in her vents or whatever, causing her eyes damaged. So please, if you have some time, please check her out on Twitter. I'll shout her out. Hold on. Olga Okami, and she's a very sweet girl. Shout out. Olga Okami. Check her out. Friend of mine, friend of the channel. You know, if you can, do a solid and at least take a look and see if you're interested in what she's got. That Gideon is a very gleeful kid. Gideon giggling giggling gleeful Gideon. So true. Where would I be without you? Because I'll call gay at least 46% less often. I mean, I have IRL friends who do that to me too, but you know, not in the same creative way that you guys do it, you know? Can't name a kid Wolfgang anymore because of woke. No, it's because there's just no more gangs of wolves anymore, right? Gideon is the name of a man who earned all of his bidding, all of his bullying. Is this true? Is this true? Oh, I should grab this power up, actually. Invulnerability. Wow. Okay. Some names just sound like insufferable jackasses. That is true. That is true. Like I what's a unit like? Oh, I mean, like, of course, there's the classic like Chad, right? Like Chad, like the name Chad just got obliterated in the last like 10-15 years, didn't it? Like God forbid being like your name was Chad and now you're just like the archetype for like smug, well-off dude who's better than you in every aspect. God, like I don't know, man. Life's hard. Life's hard for those dudes. Ooh, congratulations on the baby. You know, Kyle's got fucked. Oh, true. Kyle is now like snapback wearing trucker who hits his wife. You know, as opposed to just like name, right? The only chat I ever knew was literally chat on all levels. Do you think it's more of like a situation of like name chooses the person? You know, is it one of those things where like you're visited, like your mom is visited by God, and she said, and God's just like, your son will be muscular and strong and make $1 million and have a very defined jawline. You have to name him Chad. Do you think that's how it works? Name my kid Chad so he's a guaranteed success. But then what if you name your kid Chad and he's just a complete fucking waste of space? Is that better or worse? I think that's, what the fuck? What? Oh, is there a power up there? God damn it. That would be so, I would feel so bad. You know, like we set you up, we did the, can you imagine the expectations knowingly naming your kid Chad and you're just like, all right, you gotta live up to 2015 internet like social politics via your name, and if you fail we will disown you. And then he's breaking stereotypes and that's good enough for you. You know what, you'd be a terrible mom, but I appreciate the gumption. I'm kidding. Shrimp would be a good mom. She's a good mom. Smile. He becomes super incel prime, like kind of like a Christ allegory, right? You know, all the expectations put on him. You know, he saves the world with his sacrifice. Never met a single Harvey that I didn't want to kick down a well. I've never met a Harvey in person. Like, obviously, we all know, like, Meat and Fuck Kingdom Harvey, you know, fucking, what's his name? Steve Harvey, you know? Meat and Fuck Kingdom, Steve. Meat and, huh? Classic Steve Harvey. Meat and Fuck Kingdom, Steve Harvey, you know? I don't know. Do you think the Meat and Fuck Kingdom guys are, like, on the forefront of the British culture war right now? Meat and Fuck Kingdom seemed like stuff that, like, British people would jerk off to. Do you think those guys are like patriots right now? Are they like are like the Meat and Fuck Kingdom guys running the equivalent of like the Underground Railroad or something? the underground jerk road? What do you guys think? You don't like Tanners? I've never met a Tanner. I think that's a very like Tanner is a very how to put this? It's very like white trash kind of sounding. Not to like, I mean like, hello? Hello? Oh, goodbye. it's very like Tanner wears camouflage, I suppose. I won't say white trash, but he wears camouflage, right? And he's got like a neon orange like hat, right? Why am I having my pistol out? Please, rocket launcher. Feel bad about a kid named Jake though. Good name, but the girl is used to describe a loser man. They want the besties to dump. Is that true? Any other women in the chat? Is that true? You know, like is this the case? Like Jake is the name for like dude that women want their friends to break up with. That's like the generic term. Like how like Like the successful man is called Chad. Is this true? If I had a child, they wouldn't have a second parent because I would be in a hole somewhere in London. What did he mean by this? State Farm for insurance doomed every Jake till the end of time. That's kind of, yeah, that's true actually. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I would feel so, all right. I mean, like we all know that advertising executives are not human beings. They're like corpses puppeted by some kind of like hell spirit, right? You know, they're essentially these guys from Doom. We know that, right? But if I was one of them, if I was a corporate exec, I'd be like, man, we gotta make whole new fucking names. We're ruining people's lives every time we like put out a successful ad and it's got like the name of some poor schmuck, you know, on it, right? I would feel so bad, Blue Door. Describe them so well. That's just that's what it is, right? That's Tanner, you know. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Khakis. Yeah, no, that's completely like. I'm sorry, there's nowhere for you to go, right? Okay. The Jake I knew at school was outed as a test tube baby. How do you get outed as a test tube baby? What? Who tell? His parents must have told people. His parents must have told people. There's no way. There's no way you can get outed as a test tube baby. Anybody with the nickname Bubba? Bubba is very Bubba is the name of the guy who drives the Ford F-150 pickup truck, and the passenger shouts like racial slurs at the mixed race couple across the road, and Bubba's the driver. He drives them away. He goes, step on it, Bubba, and Bubba fucking guns the throttle, and they drive off, being racist into the sunset. Yeah. We don't want your. I've also seen Nigel used to mock women who try to shoehorn their husband as the exception to every rule. We don't want your Nigels around. I don't know if I grasp what you're saying there, Shrimp. Like it's they use Nigel as it's like everyone but my husband. My husband's different. That kind of stuff. Pro kids to be proud of their really weird birth circumstances. So true. So true. Classmate was revealed to be Mewtwo, and you guys tried to get yourself killed. That's, you know what? Hey, right? You know, somebody's got to have an example made out of them. Excuse you? About to turn that shit into Elfen Lied, yeah. But who outed him? How did they find out? His parents must have said something, or he must have said something. There is no way. I feel like the status of whether you are or not a test tube baby, has got to be that is not a publicly available information. Ow. Elfen Lied, weird stuff. I've never seen that show. I think I saw like the intro sequence or something like of the first episode when I was younger, and it kind of just upset me. I was too young. I was too young to see like that kind of violence. You know, I was pretty young. Older brother and a twin Tubi. Hey, who wants to be my twin Tubi? Anybody want to be my twin Tubi? So one of them probably spilled the beans. Oh man. That's rough. That's rough. I don't know. I would just be... I don't know. I would never forgive my brother, my sibling. If my sibling outed us as test tube babies in, like, fucking high school or something, I'm sorry. I would be so mad. I'd be mad at you for a long time. Hi, Remy. Hi. Hi, Remy. Hi. It's me, your long-lost brother, Darker Malphun. Darker Malphun is a scourge on my heart, and he always chooses evil. He always... He always chooses malice. He always chooses to out me as a test tube baby. It's some wild stuff. You don't need to watch it. I mean, I've heard I've heard it's good. I probably won't watch it anyway because... Ooh, I found a little fella. I probably won't watch it anyway because it doesn't really... I don't think the concept interests me very much. But, you know, I've heard it's good. Think someone talk about like Harvey Weinstein or someone shows up and some lady's like, well, my husband would never sexually harass an actress. Ah, I see. Like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Tests of Vega's protoplasmic circuitry showed temperatures exceeding 1.2 megakelvins, 170
Hi, Remy.
times
Hi.
hotter than the
Hi.
surface of the sun.
You don't need to watch Elfen Lied because it actually got phenomenally bad, right? And like in-universe retcons every couple episodes. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, I wasn't really planning on watching it anyway, but now it's good to know that I have a good excuse not to. They would give you shit for anything middle school. I know. Can you like you'd get shit for being like too normal. Like in middle school is like blood sport. Middle school is like a death. It's like a death world. You know. You know, people like forget it. Like if like you get made fun of relentlessly in middle school if your shirt was too big. You know, if you came in with like a shirt that was a little too long, you'd be called like long shirt for the next 3 years of your life, and that was it. That was what you had to deal with. If you, God forbid, your name rhymed with something. If your name was like Carter, you were Carter Farter your entire life. You're in for like 4 years, however long you were in middle school. You were Carter the Farter. Right? If you're a test tube baby, brother, just give up. Just go home. Get homeschooled. You'll have a better time. I didn't have a dad, buddy. They would put up wilt numbers against me. I don't know what that means. I can't parse that. If you were a test tube baby, then your parents must have really wanted you, especially to pay for you that much. See, yeah, like that's true. That's good for you and your parents, but you know, that won't really make you feel better when like you're trying to like, I don't know, like study in math class and some dude throws a paper ball at your head and you open it and it says, you know, fucking little tube cell. You know, you're like some dude comes up to you in the hallway or at lunch in front of everybody and says Boom Chad, stay winning over tube cells. You know, I'm sorry, I don't care that my parents loved me. I'm just fucking mad that I'm a fucking tube cell, right? People loved the tragic gore when it came out, but they kept making new tragic backstories for the main character. I mean, you do kind of gotta pick one, right? You do gotta pick one, right? The very nice little monster girl gets her fingers cut off and they put a lot of effort showing her fingers severed like that. Ugh, gross. Frown. Frown. But test tube babies be like, my parents wanted me, sorry to hear about yours. Yeah, but that would be the same thing for like adoption, like adopted kids, but it never works that way. I'm sorry, it never works that way. You like, I'm sorry. Like that works when you're like 25 and you're no longer Carter the Farter, right? But forget it, you know? Wilt numbers of basketball references, I'm saying they would clown the shit out of you. Oh yeah, no, of course. Ace, you said they would clown this. Did you not go to middle school? Were you homeschooled? Made a mistake one time pulling my pants down at the urinal. They never let you live it down. Exactly. You know, like you're known as the dude who like fucking pulls his shirt up to his chin and pulls his pants down all the way at the urinal. Forget it, brother. It's over for you. If I was in Hollywood, I would sex pest every actress that shared an adjacent set for filming so they understood why I have so many accusations. So you'd be like, well, you're going to accuse me anyway. I may as well give you a good reason for it. Who makes fun of adopted kids these days? Middle schoolers! That's the whole point of the conversation. Middle schoolers. They'll beat you to death for whatever they can get their fucking hands on. Adopted? Are you kidding me? Who makes fun of adopted kids? Middle schoolers, of course. My God. There's a theory in Deltarune that's something to do with Woody from Toy Story. Listen, we're gonna play Deltarune next week, so we'll see. We'll see. Consider bullying the test tube kid suspended. Yeah, it's too many such cases. Lead poisoned children behavior. They got lead in the vapes now. The kids are lead poisoned. The kids are in fact lead poisoned. They got lead in the vapes now. Middle schoolers be vaping and getting lead poisoning. Smile. Smile. You in middle school, you lived in a children's home, and that shit was fair game for those gremlins. Oh, I'm sorry. First, I'm sorry to hear that you had to deal with that. That sucks. And second, that's just how it is. Kids can be cruel, and I'm very in touch with my inner child, as they say. You know, As John Metal Gear says, or fucking whatever. Hi, Manny. Welcome back. Mwah, friend inside you. Oh, well, you know, hey. Far be it from me to tell you how to spend your weekend. They don't suspend kids for that. They do. They suspend kids for, like, fighting back now. That's how it works. Like, that's what the no tolerance laws do. They suspend you for fighting back. You know? Self-defense. Yeah, self-defense will get you in trouble. It's part of the zero tolerance policies. Both the bully and the kids defending themselves gets in trouble. Mwah, kiss for you, Manny. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What the fuck? Where did that mancubus go? What the hell, man? Cubus? There's like 80 dudes in here. Stop spawning dudes. I don't need this many dudes. T. Thank you. My sister was a lawyer at a youth courthouse during middle school, and they mostly made fun of kids for other reasons. I mean, like, I'm sure you're not wrong, but I think that I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's an unfair take to be like, middle school kids will find something they can use to hurt you, and they won't care what it is. Like, they're not gonna be like, adoption. Yeah, that's so last year. No, if they want to hurt you, they'll go for it. You know, fetal lead maximum syndrome, a bit of fetal alcohol syndrome mixed in. Delicious, baby. We'd love to see it. If someone cries like a bitch, it counts as violating the Geneva Convention. Baby, call her ass Geneva the way I'd be respecting it and not committing war crimes on it. I don't know. Mwah, kiss for you, Soup. Mwah. Mwah. Got suspended in the last few days of 7th grade for headlocking due to a swinging. I mean, yeah, they just yeah, that's how the no that's how the no tolerance policies work. That everyone just gets punished because it's meant to be like like it's never justified. You know, like you should never like be violent towards each other. When it's like, okay, you know, this dude kept like, you know, punching me in the ball sack every day for a week. I think I'm gonna fight back a little bit. You still get in trouble. You know. What's left? Hey man. Doink. Alright, let's do my assault rifle. Where is my last thang? I got one more thang to find. Yeah. I was, you know, actually, you know, violence is loud. Meanwhile, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. I think, oh, excuse me. I think what I got made fun, I used to have long hair in middle school, and I got like, oh, Malphon's a girl, blah, 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 blah. Jokes on them. Joke's on them. I'm not a girl. And I have long hair now, and everybody loves it. Smile. Smile. Bitterly. Smiles bitterly. I used to have hair down to, like, my mid-back, maybe? I think that was how long it was. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I'd have to look at an old picture. But also, like, it didn't really look good on me, so I'll give them that. You know, they weren't wrong in saying that, like, the long hair was not good. Thank you for short hair. thank you for. I have short hair now. Ungay, you've ungayed me. My God, first time for everything. But it was one of those things where it was like, you know, it was very like I was not a normal child, but I wasn't the easiest to pick on. So they just went with something basic. Being the prettiest of boys in school, yeah, exactly. You know, they'd be like, hey, what do you do? Thank you for long hair. They'd be like, what are you doing, pretty boy? And I'd be like, you think I'm a pretty boy? How pretty? Am I the prettiest boy? And then, you know, then I'd get beat up for that one. Where is my? Where am I supposed to go here? I guess down, probably. Spent your formative years being called a girl, just spend your grown years being called a girl. Hey, man. You know, all I'm saying is is that a lot of you wish that I was a girl. Sorry. A lot of you, it's certainly not been once or twice that I've had people be like, Malphon, I wish you were a big, busty, beautiful woman. And I say, well, you can't have it all. Can't have it all. Unfortunate for you. Unfortunate for you. Smile. Cargo transfer. Carrying the weight of being the straightest Malphon viewer. What's that image of like it's like the Hulk and like Goku and two other like strong characters trying to lift a cross and they can't pick it up, and Jesus is there and he's just like, heavy, isn't it? That's Alex being straight. He's just like, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Yeah, I bet, huh? All right.
For you to gain access to my core, the demonic threat
Ah.
must be removed
Ah.
from ahead.
Perfect. Thank you, Manny. Smile. 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 He wants me to be a girl? I thought he wanted to bully my funny button. Don't call it that. Don't call it that. A couple people, actually. I've had a couple people express the sentiment that they wish I was a buxom young lady. You know? Mwah, kiss, Manny. Mwah, kiss. Having to watch a Malphon stream is more suffering than Christ ever endured. I don't know, man. I feel like what are you trying to say here? Are you saying that like that this is worse than being crucified? I don't know. I feel like you're having a little fun. A little fun. Mostly also because Jesus didn't give people big kisses and smoochies, right? I mean, maybe he did, but, you know, not as good as I do it. Is that a sin? Is that a sin to say that I kiss men better than Jesus? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to quantify that one. Just swap spit with Judas. Oh, he did. That's right. He kissed Judas, didn't he? That's right. Ow, I'm stuck in the corner. Ooh, sorry for the burp. Sorry for burp. Whoopsies. Ooh, ooh. Alright. There we go. Jesus got kissed by a man and died. Yeah, see, I'm better at it. Rip to Christ, but I'm different. No! I say as I die instantly. Jesus only got kissed by Judas. He wasn't on that grind set. On that mindset. I play retro. Hi, Freezy. I do indeed play retro. We're playing. It's retro night. Smile. Yeah. Oh, I should spend my points. My points. I got points. I got points. Instant load. That's what they call me, baby. I got 3.
Access to my core.
Hi, Freezy. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Move ahead.
Hi, hello. Mwah. Can we shout out Freezy? Freezy's very funny clown man. Just recently did a collab yesterday with Mumkey D, a couple other friends. Very funny, very enjoyable. You know, go check him out. Been a friend of the channel for a long time. Good friend of mine. Give him a kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Malphon rubbing his hands together, hunched over anytime someone mentions retro when they join chat. Yes, indeed. Why, indeed, we are playing retro tonight. Brave chatter. Thank you for shout out, moderator. I appreciate you, moderator. Not to be confused with monkeys. Exactly. We have to be alphabetically correct when referring to monkeys, you know. You know what a phrase I've been using lately? A phrase I've been enjoying lately is the all-time classic, not my monkey, not my circus. So, question, right? Now that we're on the topic of this thing, which I have brought up purposely to follow up here with, is it worse for it to be not your monkeys but your circus, or for it to be your monkeys but not your circus? Which one is worse? What do you think? Is it which one is? It's probably worse for me for it to be my monkeys but not my circus. Because if I've got my fucking monkeys running around making a mess of some other poor schmuck circus, I'd be kind of mad, right? Like raining cats and dogs. I don't know. Ow! What the fuck? No! Oh, he pulled my arm off. I need that. That's fucked up, man. Not my clowns, not my circus, but Freezy is my clown. Freezy is my clown.
For you to gain access to my core,
Raining cat. I don't know where the phrase "raining cats and dogs" came from. If it's my circus and they're not my monkeys, you get a little worried. I mean, that's you know what? That's fair. You know, somebody's random monkeys are loose in your circus, and what are you supposed to do about it? Option 1 is better. I don't know. I feel like if they were my monkeys and they were in someone else's circus, I'd just be like, hey man, come on. Like I would honestly, my second concern would be that they're poaching my monkeys. I'd be like, what the hell is your problem, man? Give me back my monkeys, you know. I'd be like, brother, come on. You're taking another man's monkeys? That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of L, honestly. That's kind of L coded. I need to put away the pistol. Let the monkeys loose on the kids that hid behind the seats to stay longer. That was, we watched, I think it was Nope, I think. And the movie started out with a scene of a monkey who had gone wild in a set and was just like eating people alive. It was very good. It was a very fun scene. He got turned into meat. He got turned into meat paste. Smile. Smiles at you, turns you into paste. Allegedly, because animals would chill on the thatched roofs, and when it rained hard, they'd fall in, but it's probably something else. I mean, I guess, but I feel like dogs are not the type of beasts to hide in thatched roofs. Dogs are like man on the ground type animals, you know. Dogs are like reporters on the ground type fellas. Get your dirty hands off me, you damn dirty apes. Guy who didn't realize that anyone who was gonna put their hands on him from forever on out were gonna be apes. I feel like if you're on the planet of the apes and you're calling them damn dirty apes, you're just kind of setting yourself up for disappointment. Those apes are gonna put their hands on you. If you don't, then no one else ever will, right? Thanks for lurking, Freezy. I hope you take it easy. Mwah. That guy did not need to get blasted. Mancubus! Boink. Ooh, got him. Please. Oh, fuck, I missed him. Now I'm just here in Mancubus zone, please. No! Fuck off. Okay. I think we got him. I think we killed a couple guys. Hey, man. Cubus. Okay. Playing online D&D, so you're in and out, but mwah. All right, have fun. Oh, I'm in hell. I'm in the pit. Let me out. Have fun with your D&D. Smile. The answer is apparently no one knows. Sumerian joke tier. You know, something about let that dog in. Isn't that how that is? Like, there's like a bar and there's like a dog, and he's just like, I can't see shit in here, and it's like some Sumerian joke that we just don't have the translation for. When this game came out, the UK was still a part of the EU. Exactly, it's retro. You know, world events have happened since this game came out. You know, although I guess that's not really fair, because you could say games that came out yesterday came out when you could still jerk off in London, right? You know, when complete Goonercide hadn't been invoked, right? Are we done? Are we done, you stupid morons? Thank you. I like those funny little turns of phrases, to be honest with you. Raining cats and dogs, not my monkey, not my circus. I just think they're fun. I just think they're neat, right? You know, what's another good one? What's your guys' favorite weird turns of phrase? It all started with the drive-by. It did! He was the first casualty in the war against Gooners. The first ever Goonercide, you know? Granted, it was self-inflicted, but still, you know, a casualty nonetheless. a casualty nonetheless, right? Whoops. I didn't mean to pause, sorry. I fucked it up. Okay. The Goonicide, exactly. You know, first they came for the Gooners, and I said nothing because I was not a Gooner. You know, exactly. Partial my moms will burn that bridge when we get to it. I have been using the phrase, well, I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it, in reference to something that I plan to not do even when it shows up. Something that I plan to ignore even when it shows up, and I now have to deal with it. People should be allowed to crank anywhere. Ace is the man of the people, the gooner of the people, the hog cranking man on the ground. You know, everyone like Ace is out here hand rearing pigs in order for them to be cranked by any and all souls out there, foreign and domestic. Okay. He'll jerk off in London, but not online, so you gotta watch out for butter knives on the coach if you want to stay whole. Yeah, you gotta be careful for a dude doing those drive-by circumcisions, you know? You know how much street foreskin goes for in the black market these days? You know, you're just minding your business, jerking off on the tube, as they call, that's what they call the subway in England, by the way, the tube. You're just minding your business, cranking your hog on the tube, you know, and some dude runs by with his butter knife and just slices your foreskin in a drive-by circumcision. That shit's gonna go for money on the black market. Yeah, that man just paid for a year of his kid's college. Fuck off, you piss child. Oh no. No tolerance. What about regular children? You know, Soldier Boy for the crank amendment. That's a good one. Oh, stretchy. The Soldier Boy also, a Soldier Boy and Ace are like cut of the same cloth, you know. They both, as they say, crank that smile. You know, for any other white folks in the chat, cranking that is a phrase used by famous rapper Soldier Boy. It is in one of his songs, where he cranks that hoe. For any of you who don't know, a hoe is a derogatory term used for a woman. Now you may think, Malphon, but I thought a hoe was a gardening implement, and I say you would have thought that, and you would have been right. Yet, now, in this new age we find ourselves, slang is king. And the hoe is no longer the humble gardening implement it once was. It is now a promiscuous woman. All right, that's been Malphon's expose on the current culture environment that we find ourselves in. Smile. Don't make that face, Manny. All children are pissed children. They've pissed themselves. Okay. All right. Listen, everyone's gonna piss themselves. Okay. Listen, no matter how hard a man tries, no matter how much, you know, how brave a soul you are, you're given 110%, you're just gonna piss yourself sometimes, okay? Both a good bit and also one that you should be beaten for. I thought it was funny, I don't know. Am I a hoe then? No, I'm not promiscuous, nor am I a woman, alright? I cannot be a hoe. Malphon, piss, art, win. Listen, I've said this before. If you want it, you can get it made, or you can draw it yourself. I have no personal, I have no personal, no hard nose to say against art. If you want to do piss art, you're welcome to it. But I'm just gonna say you have to. If you want it commissioned, you have to pay for it. Or you have to make it yourself. Did I compare you to Soldier Boy? No, I said you guys were simply in the same cultural conversation when it came to the conversation of cranking that, as you said. You know, Ace, the gooner of the people, and Soldier Boy in regards to what he does to those hoes, right? Your brothers in arms, less of a comparison and more of an acknowledgement of your will, your how you both stand in the arena of the people, right? Water sports is not a command. Piss pants is not a command. All right, Malphon is a word I can't say on this website. Don't get yourself banned, please. Have a grenade. Thank you for head pat. Thank you for head pat. You know. Must say you have influenced your spore saves your creatures called piss drops. Planet Piss keeps on turning, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Planet Piss keeps on turning. You can blame Jestilence for that one. Honorable Jestilence, a mal friend of some renown, has indeed is indeed responsible for Planet Piss, and a brave mal friend who will always remember. I hate commands. I love commands. I love head pat. Leak, maybe not so much. Maybe not so crazy about leak. What the Sigma? What the Sigma? Huh? Can I shoot you? Thank you. What am I doing? Oh, let me use my chainsaw. Hello? Thank you. I like how it didn't play the animation. You say that until I get the mouth nugget comms? Listen, man. My rule is always gonna be, you know, you pay for it, fine. Will I post it in my public art tag? Maybe not. I think that'll be my own personal judgment, I think, on that one. Punch so hard, punches you in the stomach, you pee a little. Punches you in the stomach, you pee a little. Leak? Yeah, I have information pertaining the release to the newest hit Final Fantasy game. I've got the leaks, as they say. I have not done that, Soup. If they comment, they can just, yeah, you can just tag it yourselves. But I may not retweet it. I may not post it myself. Stuff like that. Which I don't think is an unusual stance to take. If you've drawn a version of me with no limbs, pissing myself, I feel like I think I do have a bit of a, you know, a bit of the like the option to maybe not publicly endorse it. Unreasonable. Streamer, you're out of line. Retweet the nugget piss art now. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, apparently there's somebody out there, I don't know if you're listening, but there's somebody out there who recently wrote gay fanfic about me and Omo, and they weren't sure if they can post it, and I will tell you that it is okay. I don't mind if you want to post it. I don't know if they're out there listening, but if you are, I saw your concerns, and I don't mind. I'm telling you now, I don't mind. I hate my fans. You know, I mean, I'm not the most grateful streamer. I'll say that much. Hate's a strong word. That's all I'll say. Sounds awesome, very Sigma. I don't mind. Is all. You know, like again, you can post it. Will I post it? Will I retweet it? I mean, maybe not. You know, who knows? But you're allowed to do whatever you want. Stop howling in my ear. Doink. It's my first time with this game. No, I played it before. I played it before a couple years ago. But not a long time. You should read it out loud on stream. I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like a little TOS. It sounds a little TOS. 500 followers, one of them is envisioned an insertion between the two of you, so compelling they had to put it into text. I mean, I will say that I do kind of lean into it. I do kind of lean into it a little bit, maybe a little bit, maybe every now and then you have to do sleep in the bed you've made, you know. Massive disdain for Thing. I hate Thing in current year. You know, if you post Thing, I feel emotion towards you. And when I feel emotion towards you, that impacts my opinion of you in a positive/negative way. Grr. Put 500 people in a room, at least one of them is insane. Me, brother. You have to be insane to fucking be a Twitch streamer. You gotta be a little bit of a twisted fucking psychopath. You gotta be a little wretched, a little evil, you know. You're trying to be a, you know, you wanna hit go live on twitch.tv. Oh man, you're a bit of a psychopath. He leans in like how Michael Jackson leans. What does that mean? What do you mean I lean in like Michael Jackson leans? Like, I just, my feet don't move while my torso does? Huh? One person with 500, I do love the concept of, like, I'm all, like, you're all just the same guy, just on different accounts, and you're just really fast typer. That's one of my favorite concepts. Is like, yeah, you've just been arguing with me 500 times, only, I'm just really good at typing. I'm the fastest typer in the world, and I use it to harass you online. Put 8 billion people in a room and only one. And oh, Freezy! I love you too. That was very sweet of you. Thank you for Pregachu. Thank you for Pregachu. You're bored? I'm sorry, Manny. You're so bored you have to post Pregachu? God, can you imagine being less entertaining than a pregnant Pikachu? I'm kind of fucked up over this. You kind of got me fucked up, dog. I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit upset by this information. What if you could stream forever? You could only eat if we donated food. Would I be able to pick the food, or would it just be you guys would just donate, like, I'd have to live on, like, protein bars and, like, white rice for the rest of my life? It's a meme. Get with the time, boomer shooter. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you back. I'm teasing you back. Come on. I know. Manny, I know you're a sweetie pie. Come on. Your feet stand still and lean outward at 45 degrees. Also called the ankle breaker. Kill him. What are you, my fucking dad? Fuck off. Don't leave me here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here for at least, and I'm still here until at least this game is over. You know, I think I don't know if we're gonna finish, but I mean, we go 4 hours, and we have to do our puzzle afterwards. Being entertaining fixes that. God damn it! What do you mean I'm supposed to be entertaining? I thought I had just played the game and just made cock jokes, and that was it. Excuse me? Am I supposed to do something else? Hello? What we pick, Blue Boy. Mwah, kiss Manny. Mwah, kissy kissy. Mwah. I mean, I think you know what? I mean, I could put like food on my throne if you guys, and I could do like a snacks day where like I do like, you guys can like put food on the throne or like snacks, and I could have a day where I like go through and taste the snacks you guys have sent to me. Whatever. Congratulations on the successful Mpreg. Ace, what are we gonna name him? We need more dick jokes? I don't know. I feel like we do a lot of those around here. Missing the torture aspect of your idea? Man, I'm just happy that people like me enough to give me food. You know, I'm like a stray dog. Like wow, you're giving me food? I'm literally like an animal on the street. You know, there's no torture here. 500 dick jokes. 500 a dick joke for every file, like a what do they call, like a chicken in every pot, a dick joke for every chatter. Let me use my plasma rifle, my plasmoid rifle. Hello. See, it was funny because Remy said you lean like Michael Jackson. Michael's the name William Afton's sons from FNAF. You would love Kogarin. She loves FNAF. I don't know anything about FNAF besides what she has beamed into my brain unwillingly. Hey man. Ow. Hey, fuck. I live in this corner. Shit. Oh god. Thank you for the bits for the groceries, Manny. Manny, next time I go to the store, I'll buy some. But what do you want me to buy, Manny? Do you want to? Maybe I could do like a Twitch chat makes my grocery list, and it's just gonna be like 80 bottles of lube and like 1 carrot. You know, for the implications. She made me read the MatPat Mpreg book. Was it her who made me do that? I don't remember. Hell yeah, just Geoduck. No, please. No, please. Can I shoot you, please? Oh, I missed. I suck. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Yeah. What do you want me to buy? Well, I think what 200 bits is like $3 or something. I can buy something with that. What do you want? What do you want to spend $3 on, Manny? Buy some soy sauce for a curry stew you're gonna make. Okay. I mean, I guess sure. Geoduck and a pack of All right. Listen, man. Come on, man. Did you guys know that condoms used to be built to be reusable? You know, can you imagine that in your dishwasher? Man, talk about not my monkeys, not my circus, not my condoms, not my dishwasher. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? Man, my stomach kind of hurts, guys. Can I be honest with you? I had a frozen chicken curry for dinner, and my stomach kind of hurts. What does that have to do with your curry? I don't know, you know, just fun fact, you know. Fun fact. Aren't that great considering you... what? Back up, excuse me? Excuse me? Not putting condoms in the curry stew? Listen, you know, I don't know what your diet's like. You might enjoy the smooth taste of a Trojan, Trojan Ultra Thin, right? Who am I to tell you how to live your life and or how to make your curry? I should probably use my chainsaw, actually. Thanks for the $1. Ace, buy some cat food. I don't have a cat. Why would I don't have a cat. Don't make me eat cat food. I don't have a cat. No, I don't want it. Ultra Thins are terrible. It's how you know he gets no bitches. Listen, I just don't use condoms. You know, smiles at you. Smiles at you. I put the raw in raw dog, you know. Oh, sorry, my microphone. I said that and my microphone exploded on me. The cat food isn't for a cat. You're a sick beast. You're a sick puppy. You're a suck pippy. All right, let's take a sippy. Crazy FR. Yeah, man. I would fuck this thing. This streamer has syphilis. No. Unfortunately, all of these things come from a syphilis-free brain. You know. Hey, man. Like, I don't know, man. This thing is like... Would you chat, like, I'm gonna give you a... Hear me out, chat. Hear me out, chat. Who knows... Whoops. Who knows what's hiding under this thing? You know, who knows? Who knows what's up in this thorax, baby? You know, like, all those limbs, you know? The chest cavity, chat? Hear me out. The double teeth. Ooh, baby, you're talking my language. Ooh, baby, you're speaking my language now. Okay. Let's go ruin someone else's day. Do you trust the notorious Scottish syphilis? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The gatekeepers of heaven will be kind to me. I think that I won't even see the gates, brother. I think that the day that I pass, that is the day that the earth will split asunder and 1,000 meaty demonic hands will grab me by the waist and maybe the arms and under my leg and they'll kind of pull and you know, I'll go like, oh, you're so rough, and they'll pull me down all the way down to the to hell where they'll strap me to a big table. No, I'm not going to heaven. Smile. Stop muting me. Stop muting me. Stop muting me. Demons can be girls, okay? Hi, Salad Frez. Hi, welcome in, and thanks for the mute. Plap. Little do they know. Wrong hole. They rip me apart like dogs, pulling in different directions. That's that. Now that's what I'm expecting. You know, mods, tie this man to a snowmobile and have his limbs pulled apart. Mods, have this man pulled apart by feral dogs. the quadruple mute command goes crazy. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's called chatter engagement, baby. I don't know. I feel like we don't draw and quarter people enough. I just I just feel like, and you don't even have to. I feel like enough being like once every 10 years. You know, you don't have to do it often, right? Like you just do it. You just do it like once. Like, hey man, you know, you murdered like 9 kids, and you turned grandma into like ground beef, and then you left a toxic oil spill in the middle of the Mississippi River for 40 years. Whatever, you know, you're the guy who we're gonna draw and quarter now. Here you go. You do that one time, and everyone's gonna be like, I don't want to be drawn and quartered, and then people stop doing crime. Teleport this guy to Jimothy's in Crow Country. Hello. I just, you know what it is just you just gotta televise it too. We should televise our executions again. You know, it would also take care of my other opinion that children should see a dead body. You know, smile. Also, hi Salad Frest. I know I saw you mute me earlier, but I want to say hi because I miss you. I'm sorry I haven't been to visit, but I want to say hello, and I want you to know that I miss you. Okay? Hello, hi. Does Twitch allow Bloodsport? I don't know, but I should petition. I don't know. I don't see why it wouldn't. Do I still sacrifice bots? I do. We haven't had a bot in a long time. We have not had any bots in a long time, so I haven't had anybody to put on the altar. Our altar has been cold and dry lately, without the corpses of some kind of squalling little chat bot begging me, streamer, please. Streamer, I promise you money. I promise you fame. I promise you viewers, followers, everything you want, I can give to you if you just click my link. And I say, no. And I grab the bot, flailing, writhing. I pick it up with my hand on its neck. It's kicking its feet. It can't touch the ground. I slam it onto the altar. Bang! It hits the fucking altar. It's got a concussion. It's dazed. It's lost. It thought I would take the deal. It thought I was ripe for the picking. But I'm not. I wasn't. Everyone around me, the Malfriends, they put on their masks. The slaughter masks. The ritual masks. They put them on. You know? And they gather around, ready for the sacrifice. I pull out my knife. It's got a curved, wiggly blade, because that shit looks cool as hell. And I drive it deep into the still beating heart of this horrific little bot wretch. And as it dies, howling, screaming, blood running in runnels down the altar top, I say, noob down. We get on with our day. You're talking like low tier god. It's fun. It's fun, okay? I saw Gonu the other day. We're talking about asking streamer's mom to be her son-in-law. See, that's where you gotta do it. That's a good bot. That one would work, right? Like streamer. I'm not here to offer you followers or money or viewers. I'm here to offer you my daughter's hand in marriage. You know? No need for sacrifices when you can see Vivi playing League, sacrifice her sanctity. Oh my god. Listen, if you're watching Vivi, your soul is already forfeit, and no amount of sacrifices will get you into the good graces of the Lord again. 580 clicks and a $19 Fortnite card. Wow. Yeah, no, we don't sacrifice bots no more, but that's just because they don't come around. And if they did, well, that's what we would do. Punches you so hard you explode. Blam. Hey, get down here, you stupid asshole! I want to punch you in the gut. All right. I could save her. She doesn't want. Yeah, Viv is the caged bird has an open door, but it loves the bars. That's Viv. That's Vivi. Yeah. Are you serious? Idiot. How many of you motherfuckers? These guys are like spawning so slowly. Can you spawn all at once or something? Punches you cutely. Punches you cutely. The untapped. Why the untapped power of the sun, officer? What's in the? I get pulled over. What's in that bottle there, sir? I say, well, it's the untapped power of the sun, officer. I open it and we all die. Hi, I'm from Uruguay, and I want to tell you, the sky is blue and the night is black. Tell your mom if she wants to be my mother-in-law. Sorry for my bad English. I love you. See, that's good. That leaves me wondering if that's really a bot or just a very desperate Uruguayan person. You know? Three-Face, Manny Three-Face. See, that's the question that I end up asking. Real? Very real. I'm kind of just like, is that... That could just be a very sad and desperate and lonely Uruguayan person. You know, like, where am I going? Who's left? Hello? Demons? Demons? Any demons? Any demons in chat? Hello? Hello? Question mark? Question mark? Oh. Alright, are we good now? There we go. Okay. Third world women so bad you have to hit up streams for love. Is that... Listen, 50 Cent had it right, you know? 50 Cent was just like, you know, I'm tired of these rich hoes, you know? Get me a girl from like from fucking Guatemala. You know, they're grateful for everything. Here's a clean glass of water, baby. You know, that's all she wants, right? That's that good shit. And note that I do not say this. This is from 50, from the man himself. You know, 2 quarters. You know, five nickels. You know, 50 penny, right? That's just how it is, brother. You know, here's a. Would you guys, if I offered you a clean glass of water, would you be my beautiful bride, chat? Would you be my beautiful bride if I offered you a wonderful little clean glass of water? Or a big clean glass of water? You can tell I'm running out of shit to talk about, because I'm like, chat, will you marry me for a glass of water? You can tell I'm running on fumes here. 5 nickels, 5, 10. Oh, that's 30 cents, isn't it? Okay, all right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 10 nickels. Okay, 10. All right. Okay. All right. I had to count on my hands. I'm not joking. I had to stop and hold my hands up and count on them. You'd let me be your bride. No, you're my bride because I'm straight. You survived the big nap. Did I survive Big Demon? Hi, Coco. Mwah, hi. Hello. We talked about you earlier, by the way. We talked about how you made me read the FNAF pregnancy story. And we talked about you and how you were the best. Smile. We're working on Big Demon. We're getting through him. Nuh-uh. Yaha. Yaha. You're gonna be the bride. Alright? You'll look great in a wedding dress, Manny. Although there is art of me in a wedding dress already out there. I think there's a couple pieces. You keep imagining a wider mouth on. Hold on. Let me help you. I need to how do I do this? How do I streamer doesn't know the control F trick? Okay, the control is that what it is? Control F. Control F. My god. My god. My god. No, I want to know just how to. Oh fuck, that's me. That's not wide Chinese baby. That was me. I just know what I want to do is I just want to. Oh fuck. I want to make him wide. I don't want to. I don't want to make him big. I just want to make him wide. You can be Springtrap's bride. He'll make you a beautiful litter of chuds. I don't think I need a beautiful litter of chuds. The press shift trick? Okay, all right. Let's press shift together, chat. Also, you're right. I'm a bad streamer. Oh, Oh, wide Chinese baby. We're out here with wide Chinese baby, chat. We're out here with wide Chinese baby here on the ground. Forrest, can you make a wide Chinese forest, baby? Sorry for literally lying. Yeah, you kind of fucked with me. That kind of wasn't true. That kind of was not what I was looking for, actually. Streams like 0 skill, 0 talent, 100% gay baiting. You're so mean. You're so mean. People watch me for my good opinions and funny jokes, right? Right? Not because I'm a sexually appealing twink. Surely. Surely. He doesn't know the control delete Twix? Shut up, Kogo. You're not even... Stop talking. They watch me for a hole they don't. That's not true. That's not true. People love me for my amusing bits and for my for my funny and my insightful commentary on social topics such as you can't jerk off in England anymore. Alt F4 trick. I'm gonna Alt F4 your fucking brain in your head, Freezy. Heterosexual in here, but it's not of my own accord. Blink twice if they've got me on the screens in Guantanamo. You know, get in the wedding dress, boy. No, I don't want to. You gotta propose first. Why haven't you proposed yet, Kogo? Huh? Exclamation point heterosexual. See, Salad knows what's up. Salad Forest, as we call him by the full name. You know, so cute when I get flustered. I'm not flustered. I'm very much in control, and I'm not mad or flustered. Grr. Kiss. Here's a kissy for you. I'm already a clean glass of water. True. Kogrin's out here. She's like, baby, I'm the clean glass of water your mama warned you about. Good streamer. Do you feel like you're the only one not trying to fuck him? This was a while ago, but Agumi was very mad. She was like, my viewers want to fuck Malphon, and I was just like, listen, baby, you know, I'm so sorry. You just don't have the raw sex appeal of a heterosexual man online. Question mark. Do you think some people have heard about important news from a Malphon stream? I'd like to think so. Can I be a little gay? It's either a lot or not at all, brother. Who's punching the ground? Whoa, hi Kinski, hi, hello, hi Kinski, welcome in. Hello Archibald, hello Fluffy, hello Salad Forest, welcome in. I put wider Chinese baby in Discord. Also, you're Soob now. Yeah, Soob, you're Soobed up. You know. Hello Arius man, hello, welcome in. Hello, hi, hello. Please follow Kinski. He does lots of fun stuff. I was on his stream. When he did please stop exploding things. While he did a D&D stream that I was on, it was very fun. I think I played like Jenny Two Hammers or something. I don't remember what it was. Can you hold still so I can shoot you, please? Thanks for the M-Preg, Manny. You've never been here before, brand new. Welcome in, any new visitors. I'm twitch.tv/BrighterMouth, the Changeling streamer. I enjoy boomer shooters, retro games such as Doom 2016, horror games, walking simulators, and being extremely heterosexual. Thank you for the short hair. Mwah. Thank you for short hair. Mwah. Thank you, Fuffy. Gotta get me back on there. I agree. Oh, there you are. I agree. I would love to come back on. Who is Maoist Malphon? Listen, all I'll say is that you don't hear so much about white Maoists anymore. All right, they're a dying breed. You know, that's what we need. Forget whoever like that dude they elected in New York that everyone's mad is like a Muslim socialist. We need white Maoists in charge of New York City. I think that'll cure what ails you. You know what happened? Wasn't I just shooting somebody? Yeah. Did a presentation on old school D&D, OSC, SRD, and all that. Yeah, I think we played at first edition, right? Stop hitting me. Please. I'm not asking for much. Can I? Hello? Do you have a million health? Do you have 80 kajillion billion health? It's still so crazy. British people can't jerk off no more. Their dirty talk lingo's also fucked up. It's gotta get worse from here. Oi, bruv, can you zoink my sploinky? Oi. Oh, sweetheart, you fancy a shag on my squinker? You know, that's how they sound when British people dirty talk. Mwah, kiss you, Manny. Mwah. Cornering the market, cornering the market on white Maoists on Twitch is crazy because that's I'm not even red. I'm blue color. I feel like if I really wanted it, I'd have to be red, right? Actually, oh, you actually played some. A Kermit voice. Nice. Rumpy Pumpy. Oi, love, you fancy a Rumpy Pumpy? Hold on, let me catch up on chat. I think I've missed a couple things. I don't like to miss anything in chat. Can I name one old person? No, I guess not. I guess not. All right, I'm caught up. Blind people don't get to see people fall down, and that's sad. That is sad, actually. What the fuck? Wait, that's so sad. What? Blind people don't enjoy slapstick. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry, blind people. Blind people, I'm sorry. Accept my apologies, please. You know, please, blind people, accept my apologies. You know? So I'm like, oh, you want to go back to my place and have a shag? What do they call women in England? Oi, femoid. You wanna come down to my flat and we can rumpy pumpy. Slags, there you go, thank you. Thank you. You can do any playing on the presentation. You can do some character creation. I mean, it's fun. You know a lot about D&D, and I think you explained very well. Kinski plays a very good straight man, and I'm not talking about like sexually. I'm talking like when I show up on stream and I'm just being a complete awful little wretch, you know, and just kind of being like, hey Kinski, what if I shot all of the NPCs like with a gigantic like pistol full of like grape shot and they got turned into jelly? And he'd be like, well, Malfon, you know, that would drastically change the trajectory of this role play that we're doing. You know, I can't advise it. You know, it may in fact negatively impact the setting that we find ourselves in. And I'm just like, okay, but what if it was really funny? And he's like, well, I still can't advise it, you know, right? He's very, very straight man. It's very funny. I keep forgetting to use my chainsaw. Hello? Thank you. Oi, slag! Exclamation point stew. Hello, Cubert3. Unfortunately, we do not have... Well, we do have soup, but he's not for eating. He's for chatting. Oh god, please. Please. Ugh! Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! I died to an imp! I'm so mad. Almost said something that would have made you a smear on Twitch's walls. Yeah, that would not be great. Please don't turn into a smear. Said character died brutally due to poison liquor thrown at them from the chick the character was rizzing up, harassing. I mean, hey, you know, oi girl, grits, bird is likely less offensive. Yeah, probably that. I mean, like, for lack of a term, I went with femoid, which was not great of me, to be honest with you. We should, yeah, don't eat my chatters. That's what it is. How can they advise against committing to the bit, though? What the fuck? I mean, listen, it's not that he advises against committing to the bit. It's just that he's an honorable, very serious role player who knows the consequences of the actions, right? Brighter misogynist. It's called malpsogyny, I'll have you know. Credit to Accenteer VT for that one. It's called malpsogyny, you know. Misremembering caused gay erasure. Man, that's fucked up. Everybody blame everything on that chatter. Alright, blame everything on Erisman, okay? I'm clearly innocent here. Alright, there is no way in which anything that I've said or done, it could possibly be problematic, but it's all on him now, you know. Brighter Milfton, true. Give me my long hair back and I'll give me my long hair back and it's just, and that's all you need, baby. You know. Thank you for exploding. Thanks for coming in, Kinski. Thanks for bringing your Kinskoys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a good rest of your night. Sleep well. Sleep well. We're gonna add the tag Malphsogynist. Okay. Oh, goodbye, Tilly Prime. All right, hold on. Let me add the tag Malphsogynist. Okay. All right. We're gonna say goodbye to Cutie Pie. Aww. Hold on. Malphsogynist. I don't think I spelled that right. Malphsogginess. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. Let's All right. Thank you for the sippy, National Panda. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, mouth soggy knees. My knees are extremely dry. We had this conversation last time. Would you rather constantly sweat all the time, or when you do sweat, it's just a constant river coming out of your kneecaps? Like all of your sweat glands were only in your kneecaps, and when you sweat, so it's either that. So when you sweat, it all comes out of your knees in like a river torrent, versus you just constantly sweat a small amount all the time all over your body. Which one would you rather? Big knees fetish with soggy steps. Shout out to my man's big knee lover, by the way. Shout out to my man's big knee lover. You know, listen, nobody else out there does it like him. You know, you think that guy is the #1 case of not my monkey, not my circus, but by God, is he a monkey at a circus? Insane freak voice. I enjoy sweat. That is kind of insane freak shit, dog. Holy moly. That is kind of fucking insane. What do you mean you enjoy sweating? You know what? I will actually, I can see where you're coming from. I think, oh, hold on. What is this? Wow, auto-modded. That's crazy. Hold on. All right, you're good. Being like, I don't know. I can appreciate sweating if I'm doing like garden work or I'm exercising or something like that. But unless I'm doing an activity in which sweating is a natural result, I don't like it, Guys, it'd be funny if you drew me sweaty knees. You should do it. It'd be so funny. I wouldn't. I might even feature it on the art tag. Hashtag brighter art. I might even on my Twitter. I might post it. We might even do it for our puzzle for puzzle night. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? At Big Knees Lover, we love your work. Ineffective chilling your body down. Yeah, I mean, it's not really based in any sort of science. It's kind of just based on it would be funny if you sweat out of your knees. Hi, Get Low. Hi. Mwah. Feel like only having to sweat your knees would lead to heat stroke? Probably. But I'm also not asking this hypothetical because I'm worried about heat stroke. I'm asking it because I think it's really funny to imagine somebody with they're wearing shorts and all of a sudden like just sweat starts pouring out of their knees like a river. I just think that's kind of amusing. Sweating for no reason, a bit yucky style. Okay, so you like it on purpose. So you like it when it's intentional. Yeah, I get that then. I get that then. Streamers ask it to get a different type of stroke going on. Yeah, baby. Listen, man. I'm rowing a boat and I'm stroking it, and baby, that boat's not moving. Do I need to see the widest Chinese baby? I will see widest Chinese baby after I do this level. After we do this. Sex is pretty sweaty. Sex is pretty sweaty. It's kind of fucked up that sex isn't real. Because I mean, like, if it was real, I would have had it by now, right? That's the only thing that makes sense, right? It's just not real. Everyone's lying about it. Exclamation point Chinese. Thank you for Chinese. As you can see, there's wide Chinese baby Malphon up there in my top right. If you take a look, Jesus walked on water. Sweaty Malphon walks on sweat. Hey man, if the disgusting worn headband fits, right? Thank you for exclamation point Chinese. Mods, kill this man. Mods, kill this man. Got him. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I gotta read that message. Actually, I unautomodded it and then it vanished. I wasn't able to read it. Let's see. Where did it go? What is this about Malph's soggy? Oh, no. We're talking about a condition, Malph's soggy knees. Malph's kind has excessively sweaty knees. It's bad. Yeah, I love women. It's just that my knees are constantly very, very damp. Where was I? All right. I don't know why that got auto-modded. That was kind of bizarre, actually. No, Malph lies about being a sex haver to avoid the incel rage. I have never had sex. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, again, it's just not, if it was real, then I would have had it by now. And I haven't had it, so it's not real. How could I have something that's not real, right? That's just how it works, right? Why are there so many of you guys? Can I use this thing, please? Thank you. Stop talking about getting damp near women or we'll need to report it HR. I'm sorry. I have the same condition Pedro Pascal has. When I get nervous, I just need beautiful women to put their hands on me. You know, I've got anxiety, and what cures my anxiety is gorgeous blonde movie stars rubbing their hands up and down my face and chest. I'm HR and it's fine. Smile. Mwah. Kiss for you, Manny. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kiss, kiss. Mwah, mwah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. I love how that's like a whole thing. People are just like, Pedro Pascal is blah blah blah. And it's like, listen, they're just having an affair. Alright? I get it. Like, can we not act like this is some new and exciting event where like something we've never seen before? They're having an affair. They're fucking each other. They're cheating on each other's spouses. Whatever. Who cares? Why is this such a big deal? Let's just move on with our lives, right? You know, come on. Come on, dog. Tag two blokes who do fuck all. Tag someone who's having an affair. Tag someone who fucks your wife, chat. Pedro Pascal is a fruit cup. He's a GBF. GBF? Gay boyfriend?
They promised me so much.
Kind of a gilf, honestly. She's kind of a gilf. Don't get into the women don't want you. There's a group of guys wanting sex, want to just be gay together. Easy solution. Exactly. You know, and that why do you think why do you think, you know, oh, my neck hurts. I mean, it's not the least sexually appealing spider brain beast I've ever seen. I think this is the end of the game, actually. I think this is the last boss. Tag someone only having sex with men. You know, I love that. I love that bit because tag somebody who's always waking up pregnant, by the way. Tag somebody who from sunrise to sunset always flexes on their haters, by the way. They got the Dong cannon. Yo, this guy's got the fucking Schmeat laser. Oh, that, alright, I do like this. This part is cool. I like how he flips upside down. Alright. Hi, Ina. Hi. Hello. Hi. Waking up to the kitchen. Waking up to the kitten breaking a mug. Oh, baby. He's baby. He's just a little fella. He's just a little fella. Doesn't know his own strength. Aww. Hi, Ina. Hi. Hi. Oh, congratulations, Ina, on your baby. Congratulations on the pregnancy. Wow. I'm so happy for you. Alright, I'm just shooting this guy. I didn't know how to... When are you and Archibald meeting up so I can answer that in person? Oh my god. We're having interpersonal, bizarre sexual conflict in chat right now. Let me tell you, that's not even unusual around here. It's unlocked by a chatter, not even the streamer. Listen, this is par for the course in this house, brother. This is a my stream is a PvP zone, son. Uh-oh. This is the fucking Blood Gulch, brother. In it? Oi, fancy yourself a bit of mouth fun, bro. See, I can't do a British accent. I'm sorry, I can't. Of course it's not a P zone. PvP. PvP. Player versus player. All right, this is not a piss zone. Stop pissing. Stop peeing in my stream, okay? All right, stop doing that. I'm not talking. Listen, I'm not always talking about pee, okay? Not even frequently. Piss is like one of the least discussed fluids on this channel. Alright? This is definitely a cum-centric channel, I would say. A lot of people come here trying to sexually harass the streamer, get sexually harassed themselves. I'm the one of the best to ever do it, baby. Listen. Hey, don't throw that at me. That was very rude of you. Don't show me your ass, weird spider beast. I gotta shoot you in the fucking dick cannon. The penis laser, the peen beam, as they call it. I probably need to blow up that thing. Piss Planet might be Planet Piss might be turning. Is chat deathmatch or capture the flag? It's definitely deathmatch, I think. Piss Boy, not Piss Boy. Not Piss Boy. They don't call me that. Nobody calls me that. Can I do my finisher on you now? Griff ball. True. Largest denomination of currency you're throwing away if it gets sucked into the vacuum. Wait, if what gets sucked into the vacuum? Wait, what? Nobody calls me that, Freezy. Gotta be at least 5 quid. Not Piss Boy. Not Piss Boy. Nobody calls me that. The currency? Huh? If the currency gets sucked into the vacuum? I'm tearing apart that vacuum for $1. Yeah, man. If anything gets sucked in, like, listen, anything in paper currency, I will rip apart my vacuum, dog. If my vacuum sucks up anything, coins or whatever, but like bills, I'm pulling that thing to pieces. I'm beating that thing outside with a hammer, you know.
But it's come at a price.
Nobody calls me that, Shrimp. 4-2 Pisslet.
This entire operation.
No, stop saying that.
See, I've watched you work. Come to understand your motivation. You think
I do love his handlebars. I do love his handlebars. They go kind of crazy. Is that my real dad, Dr. Samuel Hayden? I think it might be. I think this might be Father Dearest, Samuel Hayden. It may be possible. $50 commemorative civil coin in a brighter Vac Fonz vacuum? Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. Why would you do that? That's your coin, not mine. I'm not losing money then. That's you. Hire someone on Fiverr for this and they'll set the price. What? Where you think you're throwing away a 5? Why? You can just open the bag. You can just open the vacuum, dog. I'm sorry. Anatomically correct skeletal structure. Also, why he kind of :3? I mean, because he's kind of. Oh, we're finished. Wow, this is a good game. He's kind of father with it. You know, he's kind of Father Dearest. That was fun. Wow. Thanks for coming to Doom, guys. We played it. We played Doom. We'll play the next Doom next week. We'll play Doom Eternal next week, alongside Undertale. But we're not done. We've still got. Why am I crying? We've still got. It was such a good ending. We've still got some stuff to do. We're gonna do our Doom. We're still gonna do. I'll put my controller away. We're gonna do. Put Tilly away. Put my hands away. We're gonna do our Jiggy, and then we're gonna be done because we have some new fresh art to do. Okay, I know. I know. I don't need to see the credits. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna do. Thank you for Cloak. We're gonna do a Jiggy. We're gonna do a Jigsaw. We've got a new piece of art, and then let me look at the Discord. Somebody posted. What is this? Very wide Chinese baby. All right, hold on. All right, we're gonna bring up wide Chinese baby, and I'm gonna set up the Jiggy. Alright. Alright, I hope you guys had fun. I know I had fun. I always like it when you guys come to visit. Thank you for long hair. Thank you for long hair. Thank you. Wide China. Expand. The biggest, widest Chinese baby you've ever seen. Speed running this Jiggy to get him off my screen? No, don't do that. You love me. You love me so much. These streams are awesome. Thank you, Anethika. Thank you. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed hanging out. Where is it? Where is the new art? It's in here somewhere. Where did it go? I saved it. I know that I saved it because I used it on Twitter. Hello? Okay, I'll just resave it. Give me a second, chat. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna make this one 100 pieces because it's a lot of red. Okay. Here is the Jiggy link. Glad you were here for the whole stream. Hey, you know, you were here in my heart, okay? That's the important thing. Alright. Let's see. And then window capture. There we go. Let me get myself out of the way. I got so many things to do. And then where's wider Chinese baby? Let's see. Here we go. Extremely wide Chinese baby. Look how wide he is. Look how wide this motherfucker is. My God. Very wide Chinese baby. Very wide Chinese baby. Thank you. Cover them shoulders. My shoulders are still exposed. I'm a bit of a whore. Sorry. Yeah, I think this Jiggy's not gonna be super hard, but I just didn't want it to be like this giant because there's a lot of red space to it. Shitty MS Paint, it's fun. Is this baby widened by a factor of 19? It may be possible. It may indeed be the case, you know. Oh man. There we go. This is a puzzle about how I've just got the biggest fucking schnoz in history. This is a puzzle in which I have possibly the nose of a lifetime, chat. You know. And still I can't fucking solve this puzzle. There we go. Can you imagine being me and being this bad at a puzzle? There's nobody's ever done it worse. I'll be honest with you. Nobody's ever done it worse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. Who is Gnome Diddler? Who is Gnome Diddler? I'm sorry. Who's Gnome Diddler? Anybody want to come clean in the chat? Anybody want to come clean in the chat? We also have Pissy. You like to reverse the Jigsaw footage so it's like everyone's ripping me apart. Oh man, I kind of do want to get an animation where I'm getting exploded into like blue chunks as like a stream end screen. You know, that would be pretty solid, right? That would be pretty good. Explode. My microphone's been like dying lately. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look. Explode. Don't explode me with your brain, please. I've been exploded by various demons earlier today. That doesn't need to happen. We don't need to make it worse, okay? Why is this over lightly? Okay, we gotta scooch some of these pieces out. Yeah, I'm glad I did this as 100 pieces because I think there's a lot of red space here. Which kind of makes it a little trickier. There I am. I will say I do like my tiny little arms, my tiny little beast arms that are sticking out. This is really cute art. I actually really like it. I really love when people like. Of course, I appreciate all like the very beautiful, very like hot, like not like high art, but very like you know very like high effort art. You know, but there's always something to be said. There's always something to be said for you know, little doodly MS Paint gigantic schnoz art. I want it to be exploded, yeah, but I want it to be like, you know, on my own terms, not like with your like big gigantic brain. You know, I'm sure you could, but you gotta like leave some space for you know, for everybody else, right? You gotta let me like have a little bit of panache to it, a little bit of flair. Don't let him get you down. Oh no, Ina knows. Ina knows that I'm always looking out to make her smile. I love when Ina smiles. Hi, Bucket. Hi. Hello. Hi. Art that represents the shape of my soul. Yeah, big giant nose. All right, chat. I think that's it for tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be movie night in the Discord. We're gonna be playing Sanjuro. We're gonna be playing Sanjuro. If you want to join the Discord, those are my arms, Ace. If you want to join the Discord, there you go. And that's it. And I think we're done for the night. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming out. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the Pregachu. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. And if you're not in the Discord, you don't want to see. If you're not in the Discord tomorrow, I will see you next on Wednesday for Deltarune. We're gonna be doing some Deltarune on Wednesday. And then Friday will probably be a horror slappa, some horror games. And then we will do Doom Eternal next Saturday. Smile. Smile. All right. Let's pick somebody to raid. Who can we raid? Who's out there? Who's out there? Who's out there? Who's hot and ready? Mwah, kiss for you, Manny. Mwah. Let's see. Inari is doing her Twitch affiliate anniversary. Let's see. Hi, Ingles. Welcome in and soon to be goodbye. First Flower is doing philosophy. Hoobie's doing Vampire the Masquerade. Let's say hi to Inari. She's doing her affiliate anniversary. So let's be nice to Inari. Say hi, say congratulations for the anniversary, and I will see you guys when I see you.